I know, I'm late. I'm sorry. The game hasn't started yet. Okay. Hi, how's it going? I was just covering the other game. I'm back. Welcome to another edition of DrDelay calling games. I, of course, am DrDelay. Today we have, for our third game today, we have the Bengals and the Packers. Of course, looking at it straight up, you're thinking, well, without Joe Burrow, it might not be a great game. Why did you pick this game, Doctor? Well, there are multiple reasons why. One, the Packers, a lot of supporters from the Packer Nation. I do appreciate it, guys. Two, hey, don't cut out old man Joe Flacco. Of course, I know he already defeated the Packers, and I know it really wasn't really all him. It was 13 points, not much on his end, but, you just never know what could happen any given Sunday. And of course, it's always a pleasure to call a Packers game, in Lambeau. It's a very nice stadium, very beautiful, traditional stadium. Sup, Coffee Beans? There's one of our sponsors there for our scoreboard. Again, thank you very much for being a sponsor, Coffee Beans. Appreciate you for your support. All right, we are ready to begin. As that is kicked off and fielded at the 6. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. He's at the 25, 30, 35, and pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. So the Packers will have very good field position to start off today. And I do apologize. Not used to talking this much. This is the third straight. Again, we have another stream later tonight. So, yeah, we're pretty much going all in on this right now. Jasmine, have a great, again, you as well. Thank you again for stopping by. Hopefully Rhino has a great stream as well. Cheesehead, yeah. Gonna go with the Go Pack Go there. 1st and 10 for Jordan Love. It's all good if you can't watch. I understand. 1st and 10. Love drops back. Steps up. Moving. Fires over the middle. It's caught at the 45 and immediately brought down. But, of course, he will have the first down. That is Romeo Dobbs with the catch. Of course, if you're talking about the actual game, well, then, hey, I got you covered. But, if you're talking about, hey, I can't watch you, that's okay. Again, I'm just entertainment. I can be turned off at any time. But just like that, again, the Packers are in Cincinnati territory. 1st and 10, ball at the 45. Love is under center. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Love hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs cuts inside, and he's going to be brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Again, Josh Jacobs, one of the best in the NFL. I think most of us would agree with that. I got to move the phone here. 66.5 rushing yards a game this year. The Bengals have allowed 132 rushing yards a game. That's just not good. 2nd and 7. Love under center. Love drops back, looking to his left. Fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Juggled by Dobbs, but again, the Bengals were all over him. Incomplete. The actual game, oh yeah, that's toughy. Hey, that's why we do this, That's why Rhino and I, we're calling games. For those of you guys that aren't able to watch the game, if it's not in your area or you're at work or, you just, things happen. Your wife is like, no, yeah, we're not watching the game without all this stuff being done. I know it's Sunday, but you're going to work on your day off. Again, I got you covered. 3rd and 7, ball at the 42. They need to get to the 35 for a brand new set of downs. 2 receivers to the left, 3 receivers to the right. Love drops back, looking to his left, steps up, heavy pressure, moving to his right, and he's going to take off and run, and he gets the first down as he crosses the 35-yard line. That's a brand new set of downs for the Green Bay Packers. Those of you guys that are just joining us, a little side note here. The Packers are 2-0 this year when I call games for them. They are 0-1-1 when I don't. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I might be a good luck charm for the Packers. I'm just saying. 1st and 10, Love is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. Love hands it off up the middle. Trying to find something. Really can't find much. as he's going to fight forward for a gain of 2. That was Wilson on the carry. Lambeau Love as a starter at home when he plays the AFC is 4-0. On the road for some reason, he's 1-5. So he seems to struggle on the road against the AFC, but dominates them at home. I think that's more of a random stat there, but it might be something. I don't know. 2nd and 7. Love is under center. Ball at the 32. Love drops back. Hands it off to Jacobs up the middle, who just crawls forward close to the line to gain. He's going to be a little short, though. Going to give him a gain of 5. So he's down at the 27. Again, they need to get to the 25 for a brand new set of downs. All right, 3rd and 2 coming up for the Packers. Love is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Love hands it off up the middle. Jacobs trying to fight forward. The Packers pushing, and I don't think he got it. I think he's going to be a little bit short. Yeah, he's going to be a little bit short here. So this will be 4th and inches for the Packers. They'll need to get to the 25 for a brand new set of downs. Well, Doctor, what are your thoughts? How did we do? I thought we did well. I thought the Steelers did fine. You know, that's an acceptable win. I think that's an acceptable win. The Browns are a really good defense. All right, 4th and inches. They're going for it here on 4th and inches. They need to get to the 25. They're at the 26. Love takes it himself, and he's going to get the first down as he's brought down at the 24. He lined up like he was in the shotgun, and then he moved up, and then they snapped it. First down, Packers. George pulling for the Packers. What's up, Doc? I'm doing all right. How's it going with you, George? And thank you, as always, for stopping on by. I really do appreciate you, George. You are, and you're always here. I really do appreciate that. I really do. I'm not just saying that. Like, that's awesome. That really is. The Packer kicker is out for this game. Oh, what the heck? Don't know the guy they picked up. Well, at least they have a kicker. 1st and 10, ball to 24. Love drops back. Moving to his right. And Love is going to take off and run. He's at the 20 and runs out of bounds at the 18. So that's a nice gain of about 6. Boswell's too good. You see the missed field goal he had. He kicked like he slipped. And then he left a huge divot. They really need a new grass over there in Pittsburgh. I don't know what the heck they're doing. All right, 2nd and 4 for the Packers. They are in the red zone. Ball at the 17. 2nd and 3. Love hands it off to Jacobs down the right side, trying to get something, but he can't find anything. That's a loss on the play. Who was that? Joseph Osai with the tackle. That's a loss of 2. He slipped. Yeah, no, it was ridiculous. Yeah, guy from the Rams. Okay, I'm not too sure. I guess we'll find out soon whether it's a touchdown or a field goal. Love this channel. Well, again, appreciate you guys. I really do. I do have some great subscribers. I do have the best subscribers. You guys are awesome. 3rd and 5. Love is in the shotgun. Love drops back, looking over the middle. Fading back, a lot of pressure on him. He fires, and it is tipped. It's intercepted at the 20. He's at the 25, the 30, 35, and runs out of bounds at the 37. Oh, man. Stone with the interception. Love was trying to make something happen. The Ravens are 1-5. Yep. Pass intended for Dobbs, but unfortunately for him, it just found a Bengal. Why doesn't he just throw the ball away? Yeah, he really tried to make something happen there. That was a dangerous pass. There were 2 Bengals in the area. Oh, that's a tough one for the Packers. Hey, again, I think this game, I understand the Packers were favored by 13, but I really think Now, I do think the Packers, I think obviously they're the better team here. I think it's going to be a one-score game. I really think it's going to be a good game today. I really do. I could be way wrong about that. I really do, but I think it's going to be a good game. Folks, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do. I call games. I've already called 2 games today, folks. This is the 3rd game of not a triple header. No, it's a quadruple header here on DrDelay for the first time ever. 4 streams in one day. Let me go ahead and refresh this. That way there's 22 people there. But yeah, make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. So again, if you like the NFL, if you like the MLB, or you like college football, make sure to subscribe. Again, it's a lot of subscribers on the channel because I do those games, and hey, again, we're just all hanging out. Now I saw the interception, not Love's. I'm confused a little there, Steelers fan. Now I saw the interception, not Love's interception. Huh? Again, I'm a little lost there. Brandon likes the NFL. Hey, well, that's why you're subscribed. Let's go Bengals. John M. pulling for the Bengals here. Not a Packers fan. Well, I think it should be clear who I'm pulling for. I'm not going to say it. But, you just kind of look at me for a sec, and... Yeah, but again, I just want a good game. If I'm calling a game, I want it to be a good game. DrDelay has a great job. Thank you. It wasn't his fault. No, it was he forced it, Steelers fan. I know we tend to not say tipped balls aren't the quarterback's fault, but no, it definitely was. All right, 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Flacco is under center at the 36. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Chase to his left, moving to his right as Chase gets the end around, trying to bust it outside, but he can't. That's a loss of 4 on the play. Texans play tomorrow? Yeah, I think so, right? Are they not? Oh, no, they're not. They're off this week. Sorry, the Bengals the Texans are off this week. All right, so that was a loss of 3. Cheesehead booing. 2nd and 13. Flacco only 142 yards in the win versus Green Bay 3 weeks ago. It was Flacco. Hands it off up the middle, and the Packers are all over it. That is a loss on the play again. This is Samaje Perine. Again, he didn't have any chance there. The Packers were all over the kiss. We've already seen some bad O-line today. We saw the Jets earlier, Broncos, Jets. We saw the Browns, and they're bad. Again, they just look bad. The Bengals, also another bad O-line. So right now, though, it's trending that they will just continue to be bad. 3rd and 13, Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Flacco drops back, looking to his right, fires over the middle. It is caught, but he is driven backwards. And that's only a gain of 4 on the play. That was Jamar Chase. Again, I do apologize. My voice might go out randomly. But I will try to make do with it. Again, we got to build up the throat. That's what it is. All right, here is the punt. Fair catch signal made at the 10, and he had plenty of room. That was interesting. So there is a flag on the play. I don't know what the call is. 6:39 left here in the first quarter. During the kick, holding on the receiving team. That's going to be half the distance. And of course, they're taking a commercial timeout. All right, so again, 0-0. The Packers will get the ball back. Again, the Bengals couldn't take advantage of the interception. Of course, they just stopped, the Packers getting on the board. So that is always a good thing. If you're getting an interception or something like that, you keep the other team off the board. But But yeah, they couldn't take advantage. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, if you like college football, if you like MLB, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. And, of course, feel free to chat down below if you're new to the channel. You haven't subbed yet, make sure, again, to sub. But also, again, don't be a stranger. Feel free to chat down below and talk about whatever you'd like. Again, this is, I try to call as many games as possible. Cheesehead pulling, saying go Brewers. Yep. I will be calling, again, I will try to call as many Brewers games as I can. I will be able to cover their Monday night and their Tuesday night. Unfortunately, none on the, I can't do Thursday or Friday. So I will try to get you guys information on where I can send you guys. Probably send you guys to play-by-play with JJ, most likely. I'm assuming he's covering the series. But yeah, unfortunately, I cannot cover Game 3 and Game 4. But I got the games, though, in Milwaukee. I got you covered. I got you covered with that. But unfortunately, when they head out west, I won't be able to cover them. Not because they're going out west. It just happens to be days that I cannot cover the Brewers. As Thursday night, I'll be doing Steelers-Bengals. Steelers-Bengals, of course, the Bengals playing right now. And then Friday, I will not be on stream. I don't think there's anything I can do during the day. But yeah. So that's pretty much it. Again, make sure to like and subscribe, folks. Leaving that like button and subscribing to the channel definitely helps small channels like mine. Hey, but we're not going to be small much longer because we are growing and growing and growing. This is a very long commercial. Jeez, Again, Love, 1 for 321 yards. Of course, he threw the pick, looking to redeem himself on this drive. Love drops back, fires to the middle. It's caught at the 10, and he is brought down at the 13. I was wondering why it was taking so long. It's because they just ran a play in the middle of the commercial. So 2nd and 1 coming up for the Packers. Go, Pack, go. It'll only be one game in LA. And well, no, it's a game 7. There's 7 games. So it's a best of 4. It's from what isn't it 2, and then 1-1-1, right? Or no, am I wrong? Or is it 2, 3, and 2? 2nd and 1, Love hands it off up the middle to Jacobs. Jacobs got the first down as he's brought down at the 20. So first down for the Packers. Yeah, touchdown. You need Jacobs touchdown this drive. Surely it's for fantasy purposes, right? Or maybe because, I don't know. I mean, hey, maybe you are a Packers fan now. But that's oddly specific there. I think Packers fans would just want anybody to score. Doesn't matter. 2-3-2. Yeah. So, I mean, that's guaranteed that we'll see 2 at least in LA. 1st and 10. Love sending a man in motion. Love. Play action. Steps up. Is going to check it down to Jacobs. Jacobs makes a guy miss at the 25 and brought down at the 27. So a gain of 7 there for the Packers. Again, the Packers had a really nice opening drive. It's really a shame that it ended the way it did. But, you know, I think the Packers are not going to really miss a beat at all. Flacco around and find out. This guy. Wow. It's definitely, I would say that's the worst thing I've said on this channel, but definitely not. As here we go. Love swinging out. Oh, he's got it at the 30. He's at the 35 and pushed out of bounds at the 36. That is Golden. Golden on the catch and run. Looking to get him more involved. Fantasy running back. Yeah, I don't know if I have Jacobs in any leagues this year. All right, 1st and 10. Ball at the 35 for Green Bay. Again, they're looking like they're going to keep it going. We have RFK. Now, I was talking about myself. I may have had a slip up earlier. It was not good. First and 10. Love in the shotgun. Love hands it off. Up the middle. He's trying to fight forward, but he really can't find anything. As he finds a pack of Bengals. That was Brooks on the carry. Looks like we have a scoring update. The Buccaneers strike first as they lead 7-3 over San Francisco with 7:54 left to go in that one. Second and 9, Love breaks the huddle. He's in the shotgun. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Setting a man in motion. Love drops back, fires. It's caught at the 40. Oh, Golden makes a guy miss. Oh, what a move by Golden at the 50. 45, brought down at the 44. Wow. What a play by Matthew Golden, the rookie out of Texas. Was it Igbuka? No, it was, I think it was Rachaad White, the running back. Good stuff by Golden. He is fast. That is something they highlighted in the draft process. 23rd overall pick. Packer Nation went crazy when they drafted him. First 2 games, 2 catches. Last 2 games, 9 catches. So again, he's getting more involved as the season progresses. First and 10 at the 44. Love drops back, looking to his left, now to his right, swings it out to Jacobs. Jacobs at the 45, breaks the tackle at the 40, and runs out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Gain of about 7. Packers, you could say they've dominated the first quarter. Unfortunately, it's still 0-0. And Love and the Packers were moving down the field. And of course, an ill-timed interception nullified that. The Bengals 3 and out. And here are the Packers again, starting from their own 5. Already at the Bengals 37, 2nd and 3 at the 37. Love under center. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, sending Golden motion. Hands it off to Golden. Jet sweep at the 35. Breaks a tackle. He's at the 30 and skips out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Or am I wrong here? Yeah, I'm right. 29-yard line. So Golden again getting him involved. That's definitely what they need to do. Very skilled player. All right, first and 10. Brand new set of downs for the Packers. Love is in the shotgun. Everyone's in tight. Only one receiver out there, sending him in motion. Hands it off. Here's at the 30 and brought down at the 26-yard line. That was Williams with the carry, wearing that big helmet guard thing. I'm not too sure. Second and 7 coming up for the Packers. As we're already approaching the end of the first quarter, this game moving by very quickly. Looking at the total yards, 114 for the Packers, only 1 for the Bengals. The score is 0-0. They're showing Christian Watson on the sideline there. He's been banged up for a while. Love. Under center. Swing pass. It's caught by Williams. Oh, and Williams is devoured. Loss of 3 on the play. Turner the third with a great tackle. Ravens may fire John from going. I don't know if they fire him for that. That would be tough. Again, they don't have their starting quarterback. That's a tough one. I don't know if I've ever seen that. The head coach fired when their starting quarterback's been injured. All right, well, that's taking us to the end of the first quarter. It's 0-0 here in Green Bay. I'm going to tell you how one-sided it has been. 116 yards. Yes, I know how fat I am. 116 yards for the Packers. You can't see it. There you go. It's highlighted. 116 yards for the Packers. Only 1 for the Bengals. Try not to. Jeez. I hate this thing. Whatever. There you go. There's the total yards for both teams. 1 to 116. But the score is 0-0. course, again, the Packers likely to change that in the next few minutes. Folks, again, if you haven't done so already, make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, if you like college football and MLB, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Again, that's pretty much it. I mean, the Packers, this is their third game they've been featured on the channel. The Bengals, this is their first, but I can tell you that they will be featured again next week as they play my Steelers. So, again, if you're a fan of either team, hey, already 3 times for the Packers, and the Bengals very soon will be featured twice on the channel. And, of course, if you are a baseball fan, again, if you're a Packers fan, Brewers fan, I've been covering the Brewers pretty much the entire playoff run. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay, as I'm pretty much a de facto Brewers play-by-play guy on YouTube right now. That's weird how it works out, but it does. The Flacco does not need 60 minutes, just the last drive. Oh, yeah, that's how he works. If he keep it like 13-10, he's got a chance. If it's still a 3-point game and the score is in the teens, he will definitely, because, again, he doesn't really put up points, honestly. Checking out scores from across the NFL. Of course, most of the games have completed already. Let's see here. The Raiders and the Titans, 3-0. Raiders leading in that one. Bengals, the Packers, of course, that's the one we're doing right here. 0-0. And the Buccaneers leading 7-3 over the Niners. Jess pulling for Green Bay. Thank you again for stopping in, Jess. Charles, good to see you. Great afternoon. Smash them free subs and hit the like button. Show some love. It would be nice. If not, well, it is what it is. I tried. Hopefully, though, you sub, folks. 3rd and 8. Ball at the 27. Love in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. 2 receivers to the right. Love drops back, looking to his right, heavy pressure, escaping, pump fakes, and he's still brought down at the 25. He got him to jump, but he still was able to get down in time and make the tackle. So this should be about a 43-yard attempt. Love just couldn't find anyone. Absolutely. Again, thank you, Charles. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right, this is Lucas Havrasik. 43-yard attempt from the right hash. The snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. Right down the middle. And the Packers take an early lead, 3-0 over the Bengals with 14:15 left to go here in the second quarter. Well, I already promoted the channel. Geez, yeah, just definitely that like and subscribe, folks. Again, I'll be back later tonight if you're looking for another home for the Sunday night game. I got you covered. Lions, Chiefs. Again, this is a quadruple header. Fred Warner carded off. Oh no, that's a shame. Again, he's so good. But yeah, this is the third game of a quadruple header on the channel. First time ever doing it. Probably going to be doing it more often on the channel now going forward. But yeah, Broncos, Jets in the morning, of course. Browns, Steelers, Bengals, Packers, and then, of course, the Sunday night game, Lions and the Chiefs. So definitely like and subscribe. Again, this is the third game already featured for the Packers on the channel. The Bengals, this is their first, but again, Steelers, Bengals this Thursday night. And, of course, I'm covering that one. So yeah, definitely like and subscribe if you consider yourself a sports fan. NFL, MLB, and of course college football. And that is pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say. Oh yeah, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible, folks. That is for real. I really do try. And of course, there is a poll in the comments. Who wins today? 76% of you guys have the Packers winning. 24% are picking the Bengals to win. That would be quite the upset. But yeah, it looks like they're still in the first quarter there. Official timeout. I don't really, yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, this game kind of moving fast, already catching up somewhat to the Titans-Raiders game. They started, of course, at 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Eastern. So we'll see. That's good news. Again, the Steelers game ran late. 3 328. Geez, you would think it was some epic game. Not necessarily. This team gives me so much anxiety, but I keep coming back for it. Oh, yeah, I totally get it. That's how the Steelers are. That's how they've been. I don't know. It's weird, I don't know, Denny, if you're still here. The Steelers, obviously, the last 8 years, that's been pretty much their thing, is just keeping it close. But for some reason, with Rodgers, I feel like I'm good. Does that make any sense? Like, even though it's close, I feel like I'm still good. Fields it at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25. And he's going to run out of bounds at the 27. Maybe I'm crazy, but I just feel like I'm good. Like, I don't have any of that stress I feel like I would have had the last few years. Just it's a brief observation. Again, they're showing off the Flacco trade. Again, traded on Tuesday from Cincinnati. Or from Cleveland to Cincinnati. So, joining McNabb and Bledsoe as the third quarterback since 2000 to be traded from a divisional opponent to another divisional opponent. Flacco under center at the 28. Flacco fakes the pass, going to hand it off to Chase Brown up the middle, and he really can't find much as he's tackled after a gain of 2. We're actually going to give him 3 there, so 2nd and 7 coming up for the Bengals. Flacco, one of the last of the dying breed of the 2000s. Rodgers, of course. Then there's Flacco, and then Stafford. I don't know if I really consider him part of that for some reason. 2nd and 7, ball at the 30. In the shotgun, Flacco drops back, fires. It's caught at the 35. Oh, he's at the 40 and brought down at the 45. I was going to say Rodgers. So that is T. Higgins with the catch, 14 yards. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Bengals. A lot of these plays look like only half the guys are going all out. I have to pay a little bit more attention. They should have called Tebow. He stays ready. Oh, yeah. Tebow beat the Steelers. He did. Oh, man. 1st and 10, ball at the 45. Flacco sending a man in motion. Play action. He's going to try to throw it, and he can't connect as he just has to throw it in the ground. Incomplete. The screen was well covered by the Packers. I don't have to look at it more closely there, Chris. Like, whenever I'm calling the game, I have to really pay attention to the offense. I don't know if that makes any sense. Hey, Doctor, go Pack. Great Brewer win last night. Yeah, it was. Good stuff. Congratulations again to the Brewers fans. Hopefully you guys have the Dodgers. Hopefully you beat them. 2nd and 10, ball at the 45. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle. Fires. That is into the ground. Incomplete pass intended for Hudson. Flacco, again, not the most mobile guy. So, if you get to him, he's not going to be able to move much. All right, 3rd and 10. They are at the 45. They need to get to the other 45 for a brand new set of downs. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Flacco drops back, looking to his left, moving to his right, fires, and that's into the ground, incomplete. Again, Flacco is 40, and there is a flag down on the play. I don't even know what the call would be. Just moving. Oh, geez, Flacco took a big hit. Looks like they picked up the flag. That's probably what it was. They picked it up. All right, so the Bengals will punt it. 10, 20, 30, 40. And, caught at the 11. And Dobbs is slung around at the 16. That's a return of 5. And the Packers That's where they're going to begin their drive at their own 16 with 12:26 left to go here in the second quarter. Tebow took Broncos to playoffs and was replaced by Manning. Nothing you can really do there, even as a Tebow fan. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, obviously, got that win. That was kind of a miracle season for them. And then, if Peyton Manning wasn't in free agency, Tebow may have been the guy for the second year. I'm sure he would have been, but, obviously it's Peyton Manning. Can't really just look past that. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. And I do apologize. I'm still a little sick. And, of course, this is my third game of the day. So you'll hear that go out. The voice will just stop talking for a second. But I promise I'm okay. I do apologize on my behalf, of course, as I know that's probably annoying. But yeah, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. This is what I do. I call games. Again, if you like the NFL, college football, and, of course, Major League Baseball, this is the channel for you. So definitely do that. And I guess we can go over some scores right now. Again, there's not much happening. The Raiders up 10-0. Geno Smith, 5 for 9, 37 yards and a touchdown. I don't know if it's really him. I would say it's probably not. And then the Buccaneers leading 7-3 over the Niners. They're still in the first quarter. And this one already still in the second because the Packers look so efficient. Final scores from earlier: the Broncos over the Jets, 13-11. The Colts defeat the Cardinals 31-27. Chargers over the Dolphins 29-27. The Patriots over the Saints 25-19. Panthers over the Cowboys 30-27. Seahawks over the Jaguars 20-12. And the Rams over the Ravens 17-3. And of course Thursday night the Giants all over the Eagles 34-17. That was pretty nice. All right, we're back. Love is in the shotgun. Ball at the 16. Love takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, and he's going to be brought down at the 18. I don't know who that was. That was Wilson on the carry. Houday. Yeah. Weeday. Andre. Weeday. Pretty much everyone that the Bengals play from this point on, it's very sad to say, but the Bengals, they definitely miss Joe Burrow. 2nd and 8, ball at the 18. Love is under center. Receiver to left, everyone else in tight. Love hands it off. Up the middle. This is Wilson still moving the feet past the 20. To the 23, and that's where he's eventually whistled down. So that's a nice gain of about 5 or 6. So 3rd and 2 coming up for the Packers. Packers with 63 rushing yards so far. The Bengals only with 3. 3rd and 2, ball at the 24. Love is in the shotgun by himself, actually, sending a running back in motion now to his right. Love drops back, looking. Heavy pressure, fires. It is caught, but that is behind the line of scrimmage, and that's a loss on the play. So that is going to force another punt. Interesting. Well, this is the first punt for the Packers, but yeah, that's interesting. And it just seems like the Packers have been dominating, and it's only 3-0. I guess that's kind of what's infuriating if you're a Packers fan, is that you've pretty much controlled this one. This is Wheelan with the punt, and here it is, 10, 20, 30. 40, 50, 55-yard punt, field at the 25, he's at the 30, hurdles at the 35, brought down at the 37. So the Bengals will take over. Decent field position. 10 left to go here in the second quarter. Packers leading 3-0. Oh, it's 10-18, pardon me. Well, that was quick. I don't really have much else to say. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Folks, this is my third game of the day. We covered the first one, and then that was the Broncos-Jets. Then we covered the Steelers-Browns. And then, of course, the this one right here, Packers-Bengals. We'll be covering the Chiefs and Lions later tonight. Gotta look at the live standings here. Might as well. That is not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Again, the Bengals finding themselves a game and a half back. And actually, they're straight up 2 games back now. They could be 2.5 games back by the end of the day if they're not able to secure this win. Of course, the Packers, despite the hot starts, now find themselves trailing the Lions in the division that have won 4 in a row since, of course, that game in Lambeau. The Packers, at best, could be a half game back, I guess. I don't really know how that works with the time. Assuming it's a half. And it might be a quarter, actually, because I see the 6:25. I don't know, but again, if the Packers win and the Lions lose tonight, then the Packers would be, I believe, in first. So again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you'd like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. Of course, I do have a poll. Feel free to let me know who you think is going to win. Right now, 72% of you guys have the Packers winning. 28% with the Bengals. But yeah, again, if you enjoy the play-by-play style, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. Of course, this commercial break is very long because they're just trying to milk this at this point because this game has been moving on pretty fast, to be honest with you, which I have no problem with. I don't mind that at all at this point. So it looks like we're returning to Green Bay, where again the Packers lead 3-0. Bengals ball at their own 37. All right, 1st and 10. Flacco is under center. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to left. Chase in motion. Flacco hands it off to Brown up the middle, and he's going to be driven backwards after a gain of about 4. So nice play there, or nice run really by Brown. That's one of the good runs that he's really had. Hasn't really had much. The Bengals offensive line has been very, very poor. Packers really could use a turnover here. They could. And the Packers have been dominating this game. It's only 3-0. 2nd and 5, ball at the 42. Flacco under center. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to left, sending a man in motion. Flacco hands it off to Brown up the middle. He's fighting. Oh, good effort there as he's able to fight forward for a gain of 2. But that will make it 3rd and 3 coming up for the Bengals. Quarterback comparison this year, Browning 0 for 3, Flacco 1 and 3 in the record department. Browning averaging 6.1 yards an attempt, Flacco 5.1. Both those guys throw picks. 8 picks for Browning, 6 picks for Flacco. 3rd and 3, Flacco in the shotgun. Flacco drops back, looking over, fires. It is tipped and caught, but nothing doing as the Packers swarm to the ball. That's going to be a loss on the play. And the Bengals will once again have to punt. If I were the Bengals, I would just keep running the ball. Yeah, I think so too. I think this is the first time I've seen Flacco play since last year's Colts-Steelers game, as here is the punt. And that's going to Bounce at the 13 and bounce into the end zone for a touchback. I can tell you Flacco definitely looks like he has regressed. Again, he is getting older. It's not really a shock. So another 2 minutes trickle off the clock there. So 8:12 left to go here in the second quarter. Just a bunch of 3 and outs right now. Jeez, like I said, should have ran. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't know why they got rid of Brown or stopped giving it to Brown there. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I know, if you've been here for the last 5 minutes, you're like, well, you've called a bunch of 3 and outs, so that's pretty lame. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Right now, not seeing some good football. But, again, the Packers, though, earlier are doing very well. Of course, again, they lead 3-0, but they've dominated this game. It's just what's so shocking is that it's only 3-0. But, yeah, make sure, again, to like and subscribe, folks. We are a growing channel. Over 1,100 subs in the last 9 weeks. We are definitely trending in the right direction. So definitely join the process. Trust the process. And subscribe to a growing channel. Again, all I do is sports. So all it is more sports on your feed. I think that's a win for everybody here. I get more subs, you get more sports. Again, this is what I do. I call games. So again, if you like the NFL, college football, or Major League Baseball, definitely sub to the channel. Again, there might be a day where I'm covering a game that you don't have access to that game. So definitely subscribe to the channel. And hopefully I'm able to win you over today with the way I call a game. I'm trying for that traditional radio style broadcast. It's definitely a lot on the voice, but hey, it is what it is. Hope your channel gets massive love. Again, appreciate it. I really... I'm hoping it can be successful. I think it can be. I think it will be. It's just how fast. The faster, the better, but it is what it is. Ronita Moore, I'm a stressed Bengals fan. I don't blame you. A lot of stuff happening there with the Bengals. Definitely looking not so great, because of Burrow going down. Flacco. Definitely, part of me, my childhood's pulling for him a little bit, but I don't know. It might just be time to call it a day, Joe. It really is. Not saying Browning would do any better, by the way. I don't think so at all. But yeah, I understand, Ronita. I'm very sorry. Maybe they can get a stop here as it's first down for the Packers. Ball at the 20. Love in the shotgun. Love pitches to Jacobs, cuts inside. He's at the 20 and brought down at the 24. That's a gain of 4 for Jacobs. As we're approaching the 8-minute mark. Again, Packers leading 3-0. Packers have pretty much dominated this game, but again, only 3 is the difference in this one. 2nd and 6 ball at the 24. Love is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. That is Kraft. Love floats it to Jacobs. He's caught it at the 20. Makes a guy miss. And the Bengals are swarming him to the ball as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing for the Packers, and it's 3rd and 6 coming up. They're talking about it now. Again, what I've been saying, like it's just a heavily lopsided game. But it's 3-0. It's really shocking. Love is in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. They need to get to the 30 for Brandy set it downs. Love drops back, fires. It's caught at the 28, and he is going to get the first down. First down, Packers. I don't know who the catch was. Number 13. Not familiar with 13, to be honest. Oh, that was Wicks. That's right. All right, 1st and 10. Love hands it off up the middle of Jacobs. Jacobs is driven backwards. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing doing. Thank you for this. We are driving from Cincy home to Atlanta. Okay, I gotcha. Well, drive safe out there to the Moore family. And thank you for letting me call this game. Again, I appreciate it. 2nd and 10 for the Packers. Ball at the 30. Love is under center. Jacobs in the backfield. Receiver to the right. Going right to left on your YouTube screen. Love. Play action. Steps up. Fires. And it is way over the head of the intended target. Incomplete. That was an interesting miss there because, I mean, there's really no one in the area. I mean, yeah, there was the intended target, but that was about 10 yards down the field. I don't know. So now it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Packers. Yeah, just way over the head. I don't know what in the world. There's Bengals in the area, but no Packers. So 3rd and 10 for Love and the Packers. They need to get to the 40 for a brand new set of downs. Love takes the snap. Drops back. Steps up. Fires it down the left side. And it is caught at the 35. Pushed out of bounds at the 34. He connected on that one. And just like that, the Packers are in Bengals territory. Good coverage, too, from the Bengals corner there, Taylor Britt, but unfortunately a great throw and a great catch. Oh, man, that was very nice. 1st and 10 for the Packers. They're at the 35. Love in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking. Now moving to his right, fires. It's caught at the 30. He's at the 25. He's at the 20, 15, 10. Stiff arm, 5. Brought down at the 4. Josh Jacobs with the catch and run. It was an amazing catch, to be honest with you. He was up in the air to make that catch for sure. Love, of course, doing a great job in the pocket, just moving around. And then, of course, again, Jacobs just took it down inside the 5. So 1st and goal for the Packers. As just like that, they are moving and moving and moving. Love is under center, pardon me. Receiver to the right. Love. Play action. Moving to his left. Fires. And it is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Kraft. But again, there is a flag on the play. 14-40. Yes, no, we're moving up. Holding. Defense. Half the distance, and that's an automatic 1st down for the Packers. Are the Packers loving this? I don't know. They seem stressed because, again, it's only 3-0. The Packers have been dominating this game, but yet the score says otherwise. But they are knocking on the door as it's 1st and goal at the 3. Love for this drive is 4 for 5 and 71 yards. Love in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Love takes a snap up the middle, and he's got it! Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. And the Packers now lead 9-0. Dobbs loves it. Yeah, that was just, I don't know, that looked a little too easy there on that play. I don't know if the Bengals were trying or not, but that was not good effort by some of them there. All right, the extra point is pending. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good, and the Packers lead 10-0 over the Bengals with 4:05 left to go here in the 1st half. Good drive. Go, Pack, go. Got Packers defense for my fantasy team. I'm hoping for some defensive touchdowns. Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go. A lot of Packers fans in the chat. Ronita, you might be the only one. Well, no, Andre was going for the Bengals. Yeah, not many Bengals fans. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is what I do. I call games. Of course, again, this is my 3rd game of the day. So, yeah, I'm kind of feeling it, but I got to get myself acclimated to this because I plan on doing 3 games at least every Sunday, 4 total, of course, if there's a game in the morning. I think that's going to be the killer, really, is the morning game. But, yes, make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay because, again, I do this pretty much 6 of the 7 days a week, football or baseball, NFL, college football, or Major League Baseball. And yeah, it's free, by the way. It's also free. You don't have to pay anything. All you got to do is press that subscribe button, and you're already subscribed, and there's no bill that will be sent to you at all. I promise. Nothing will be sent to you. I'm not charging you nothing. YouTube's not charging you nothing. Yeah, it's a pretty good deal. Again, if you like sports, it's a sports channel. Juanita's Bengals for life. Well, unfortunately, we have to be on the opposite sides of a rivalry there, Juanita. We do have you guys this Thursday. So the Steelers-Bengals Thursday night for on the Amazon Prime game. So, again, I'll be covering that one as well. I will cover that one as well. So, again, like I said, a lot of football, a lot of baseball on the channel. So, again, folks, if you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe because this is a growing channel. Again, like I said, 1,100 subs in the last 10 weeks. We are growing and growing and growing. So definitely would appreciate if you can subscribe to the channel. Again, it's free. It is completely free. Also, feel free to chat in the comments or comment in the chat, whatever you want to call it. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. Again, it's been pretty much a pleasure for the most part. I'd say 99% of the interactions I've had on here have been very positive. Whether it's, of course, just support for the channel or, just talking sports. I love talking sports. I'm sure you guys do as well. So, again, feel free to just chat away. We just talk sports during the game as it's fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, 15, 20, and driven backwards at the 25. Slammed down. Ooh. And, yep, there's a flag. Yep, I thought that was going to happen. I believe that was Irwin on the return, and Packer just kind of just slammed him down at the end. Not looking forward to that. Oh, it'll be a close game. Don't worry. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the Packers. There it is. 15-yard penalty, and that'll give the Bengals decent field position. They'll be at their own 40. Wish Burrow was playing in this game. Oh, yeah, I think most of us would. Casey says, impressive. Yeah, the Packers looking very impressive here. Can the Bengals make it a one-score game? Well, they got 4 minutes to do so. All right, Flacco is under center. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Flacco takes the snap. Play action. Steps up, fires down the left side. It's way over everybody's head. I don't know what in the world was happening there. Incomplete. Little miscommunication, I guess, for Chase and Flacco. I don't know if Flacco thought, oh, he slipped. Oh, that's why. Chase slipped on the play. That's a killer. All right, 2nd and 10 now for the Bengals. Ball at their own 40. They've had a punt it on 3 straight possessions. Flacco in the shotgun. Play action. Moving to his left. Fires. It is caught, but he is driven backwards as that's a loss on the play. That was Drew Sample on the catch, -2 yards. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Line, get it together. Yeah. Looks like the Niners have just taken the lead in Tampa Bay. San Francisco now leads 10-7 over Tampa Bay. I'm scared. This kind of reminds me of the Packers-Browns game. Oh, well. I mean, that's fair. 3rd and 13. They need to get to the 50 for a brand new set of downs. Bengals snap it. Flacco moving to his right. He's running, folks. He throws it down the right side. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Higgins. And it's 4th and 13. And again, the Bengals will have to punt it. been a rough first half for the Bengals. But again, the positive for the Bengals, if you're listening in, and there's some Bengals fans here. It's only 10-0. That is easily doable. Fielded at the 8. He's at the 10. Cuts it inside at the 15 and brought down at the 16. And that's where the Packers will begin their next drive. 10-0 is your score. 2:50 left to go here in the first half. Tampa is driving at the San Francisco 13. Thank you, John, for that information. Let's check out what's happening in the other games. Again, only 2 other games happening. Let's see if it'll auto-update. It will. Okay, there we go. Raiders leading 10-0 over the Titans. The Titans are driving at the Las Vegas 30. I still hate that. It should be Oakland. And then the Niners leading, of course, 10-7. But yes, as John just said, the Buccaneers are driving. It looks like it's 2nd and 5. Well, that might be a little bit behind because he says they're at the 13. Been a rough year for the Bengals. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine that. Yeah, in 2019, Ben Roethlisberger went down. That was a rough year. We had Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph. That was rough. 1st and 10 at the 17. Love play action. Fires over the middle. It is caught at the 40 and brought down at the 41. Again, I do apologize. My voice will do that. Again, I am sick, and of course, this is my 3rd game for today, so I apologize. But that's a big play for the Packers as they look to keep the drive moving forward. 1st and 10, ball at the 41. Love is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. Jacobs is to his right. Love hands it off to Jacobs up the middle. He's at the 45, the 50, and brought down across the 50 to about the 48-yard line. That's a brand new set of downs for the Packers. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Packers leading 10-0 over the Bengals, and they are driving. Did he really catch that? How do they not have a better angle to show? Yeah, I don't know. It looked like a good catch to me. Duck Hodges, I think, is married. Oh, yeah, he is. He's married to Lainey Wilson. No, I like Duck Hodges. I thought he was better than Mason, but the Steelers coaching staff didn't. So, yeah, unfortunate for me. But I was actually very pro Duck Hodges. Shall I do a duck call solo? Would be neat to have him on stage and do that. I mean, he was like a champion or something. All right, let's see what's happening here again in Tampa Bay. Right now, it's still... Well, let's go and just refresh this. Looks like Tampa Bay has just scored. Tampa Bay taking the lead 14-10 over San Francisco. The Raiders lead the Titans 10-0 at the half. And, of course, folks, if you don't know what happened earlier, we'll go ahead and do a rundown here. Again, the Broncos leading or have defeated the Jets 13-11. Colts over the Cardinals 31-27. Chargers over the Dolphins 29-27. Patriots over the Saints 25-19. The Panthers over the Cowboys 30-27. Seahawks over the Jaguars 20-12. And the Rams 17-13 over the Ravens. And, of course, on Thursday night, the Giants defeated the Eagles 34-17. Let's see here. He was a mediocre quarterback, backup only guy, not a starter. Oh, I mean, yeah, as far as Duck, yeah, totally agree. But I'm just saying, like, I was very much anti-Mason then. Mason kind of played well in 2023, so I'm not anti-Mason anymore, but I'm just saying in 2019... To me, it was Duck Hodges. He was the best quarterback on the team. He was the longest standing coach in the NFL that continues to be with their team. I believe that is, unfortunately, Mike Tomlin. That is pretty much Mike Tomlin, who is, all he has to do, though, is win a playoff game, and I'm good. But I'm just saying, I could use a change. No offense, Ronita. So I know you're a Bengals fan. I know you had to go through Marvin Lewis, but Mike Tomlin has pretty much turned himself into Marvin Lewis with how many playoff wins that guy has had over the last 8 years. The answer, of course, is 0. He has had none. 1st and 10 at the 47. Love. Play action. Drops back. Steps up. Fires. It is caught, but I think he was out of bounds. Yes, incomplete. Back then, Duck was better than Mason. Oh, yeah. 2019, Duck was the better quarterback. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Packers. I think after Tomlin, then it's John Harbaugh. So both of them in the AFC North. Yeah. After that, I couldn't tell you. I'd have to think about that. It might be Andy Reid. I think he went to the Chiefs in 2011. 2nd and 10, Love in the shotgun. Love drops back, fires. It is caught by Jacobs. He's at the 45 and tackled at the 43. I don't know. Okay, so he was tackled in bounds. So you love Mike Tomlin? Well, we need some change over here. And again, if the Steelers win a playoff game this year, all is forgiven. But I am tired of not winning anything. We got to win something. If I have as many playoff wins as you do in the last 8 years, there's something wrong. Let's just say that. 3rd and 5. Love is in the shotgun, and now there's a bunch of whistles being blown. So they're going to check out something. They're going to see if he stepped out of bounds. This would be pretty huge, as, again, a lot of clock ticked off there. So I don't know. We'll have to look at the replay here. And I think he was down in bounds. Harbaugh has to be up on that list in Baltimore. Yeah, no, I think in Harbaugh's got to be 2. Just thinking here while we have the time. Again, there's a little bit of a delay here. They're just reviewing to see if he was tackled in bounds or out of bounds. Steelers can hire James Franklin. I'm good. He was in bounds. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I think his right knee hit down in bounds. Yeah, I can't think of the Jets, of course. No. Texans, no. Titans, no. I'm thinking Andy Reid might be the 3rd longest tenured coach, which is crazy. Yep, the ruling on the field stands. So he was tackled in bounds. Lions, Vikings, Bears, no. Yeah, I think it's Andy Reid. Andy Reid's the 3rd longest. So, yeah, 1st is Tomlin. 2nd is Harbaugh. Then Reid on his 2nd stint with the Chiefs is the 3rd longest tenure. That's amazing. All right, so it's 3rd and 5, people. I'm sorry. I know you're probably, what the heck is going on here? Why am I just whispering teams into the mic here? We're in a little bit of a delay here. A delay on DrDelay. As there we go, they're going to wind the clock. So 3rd and 5. They need to get to the 37. Love drops back, fires over the middle. It is tipped, incomplete. The Packers are screaming for a flag, but no flag is thrown or given. And that should bring up 4th down and a likely punt. I mean, they are, I guess, in field goal range. I don't know. I don't know if you trust the kicker with a 60-yarder. As much as I love the Iowa State Cyclones, Matt Campbell would make a great coach. Woody, I don't know much about him, to be honest. Why did they not run more time off the clock? Yeah, that was definitely interesting. Love, of course, looking for the flag. Nothing was granted. Yep, looks like the Packers will punt it away. So the Bengals will have about a minute left. I mean, we'll see again. If they just get a field goal, that would be a win. As here is the punt. Fair catch signal made at the 7. That is Charlie Jones with the fair catch. I guess that wasn't Irwin earlier. I assumed it was Trent Irwin. So my apologies there. All right, folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. This game was moving by really fast, but then they were like, oh, this is moving by way too fast. We need to get in all our commercials. So every stoppage of play, make sure to throw in about 3 minutes commercials. And here we are with about 1:06 left to go in the first half. the Bengals, again, they find themselves down 10. And to be honest with you, with how the game has gone, that is very good because, again, the Bengals have not been very good. The Packers have dominated, but again, they're only up 10-0. Flacco is in the shotgun, ball at the 7. Flacco tosses to Brown. Brown cuts it inside. He's at the 10. Fighting forward to the 15. Still on his feet at the 20, where he's eventually brought down. Nice run by Brown. So first and 10 coming up for the Bengals. Now, they aren't really hurrying up here. That's the thing. Flacco is in the shotgun. Trips to the right to one receiver to the left. About 40 seconds left to go. Flacco drops back. He's going to fire, and it's caught at the 30. That is Chase on the catch. That does stop the clock with about 37 seconds left to go. So, yeah, the Bengals are moving. Love your punter. Yeah, the punter's good. Good catch by Chase. Great catch. Keeping both feet in bounds. First and 10. Ball at the 30. The Bengals, again, they'll take 3. They will gladly take 3. They are still about 30 yards away. Flacco in the shotgun. Drops back. He's going to check it down. It's caught. Oh, and he falls down. Oh, that was unfortunate as he's brought down after a gain of 3. They will take a timeout there. So, again, the Bengals have 3. They're taking their first with 29 seconds left. Come on, defense. Yeah, no, the Bengals looking good for a change here. That's a nice surprise. Again, not that I want to keep ripping the Bengals. I know I'm a Steelers fan, but I will try to keep this 50-50. But the Bengals haven't looked good at all. So this is a positive here. That, again, this is a 2-minute offense. I know typically that's when offenses look a little bit better. But it is a positive. It is a positive. Flacco today, 6 for 11 for 26 yards. That is... That is not good. That is not good at all. In his defense, though, the line hasn't really been that great. I mean, I know it's kind of a shocker, right? Because the Bengals don't have a great offensive line. But Flacco, heavy pressure, fires. It is caught at the 37, immediately tackled. That was Io. Oh, I don't even remember how to pronounce his name. Iosivas or something like that. There is another timeout taken by the Bengals with about 26 seconds left. Bengals miss Burrow bad. They do. Royals fan, good to see you. Come on, Cincy. Royals fan pulling for the Bengals. Interesting. I would assumed you'd be a Chiefs fan, and then you would pull for the Packers here. Royals fan. I could be wrong, though. All right, 3rd and 2 for the Bengals. They need to get to the 40 for Brandy to down. So they're going to hand it off up the middle, and they're going to get the first down, but he's going to have to hurry up. And Pirine here is going to toss it to the ref. And that might be their final timeout. So the Bengals have used all their timeouts, 22 seconds left. They are at their own 42, I believe. Let me double check that. Yes, they're at their own 42. So, I mean, ideally you want to get to the 40. That gives you, a 58-yard attempt. I mean, the 50, the 45, that's 63. I guess that's doable now with the way the kickers are. So 1st and 10. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Shirley pulling for Chase. Flacco drops back. Moving to his right, and he will throw it away. Nothing doing down the field, I guess. Looks like the receiver that was in the frame was heavily covered by the Packers. I don't know if the Bengals receivers just aren't coming free, and that's a problem. That is a problem, of course. So 15 seconds. If you complete it in bounds, you got to get everybody to the ball. Van Ness delivered a shot to Flacco at the end of that one. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 42. Flacco takes the snap. Drops back. Steps up. Fires. It's got the 45. This is dangerous. He's at the 49. They're going to have to hurry and clock it. They're going to have to clock it. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. I think he was able to get it in time. 1 second. He got it. Oh, and the Packers fans are booing. Yeah. Oh, jeez. The Packers fans don't like that. But no, he did get it with 1 second left. And McPherson might be coming on, and he is. Just give it to McPherson. Yeah, they're going to give it a shot here, Ronita. So this, I guess, would be the record. A 67-yard attempt right down the middle. And the Packers are going to call their last timeout. The kick is up again. Oh, he would have made it. Oh, my goodness. He can make it, folks. The Packers called a timeout, and McPherson just made it. Oh, my goodness. Well, then this is definitely doable. He doinked it off the bottom upright and just got it through. Oh, my goodness. This is, wow. Just hit a 67-yard field goal. He doinked it in, but it got in. Oh, my gosh, this is interesting. I'm actually very excited for this. A 67-yard attempt. Oh, my goodness. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. Oh, I don't think it's going to make it. It's no good. He got more air under it. Fielded at the 5. He's at the 10. He's at the 20. The 25. The 30. Spinning around. And he's brought down at the 31. All right. Well, that'll take us to the second half. The Packers leading 10-0. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, he would have made it. That's what's such a bummer. Oh, the Packers took something away from us today. They took NFL history away from us. All right, so it's halftime. Packers 10, the Bengals nothing. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, if you like college football, if you like MLB, make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. Again, this is my third game of the day already. And, of course, we're not even done after this game. I get to relax for about 2 seconds, and then we got the Lions and the Chiefs right after this. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ronita. Yeah, no, they called timeout. But, hey, it was pretty exciting. At least he can make one from 67. That's pretty cool. But yeah, make sure, again, folks, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's completely free to do so. Again, we're a growing channel, folks. So make sure to hit the like and, of course, hit the subscribe button. It's completely free. All right. We'll check out some scores from across the NFL. See here, let me go ahead and refresh this, and we'll see what's happening. Looks like the Raiders and the Titans they've started the third quarter there. The Raiders leading 10-0 over the Titans. Of course, it's 10-0 here in Green Bay. The Buccaneers leading 20-13 over the Niners, looking like that's a good one. Bengals still have a chance just to meet some more of that Flacco magic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Of course, earlier today, the Broncos defeated the Jets 13-11. Oh, my gosh, my voice. 13-11. The Colts over the Cardinals 31-27. The Chargers over the Dolphins 29-27. Packers over the Saints 25-19. Panthers 30. Cowboys 27. That is final. Seahawks over the Jaguars 20-12. And the Rams over the Ravens 17-3. So that is your scoreboard update brought to you by Coffee Beans, Eduardo Hernandez, Sarya Cat, and Hammer. Thank you again for your support. It's definitely appreciated, folks. It really is. It really is. All right, for this game, we'll go over some of the stats real quick. Let's see here. All right, Flacco today is 8 for 15, 40 yards. No touchdowns, no picks, averaging 2.7 yards an attempt. Love is 12 for 17, 158, 9.3 yards an attempt. That's pretty good. Does have a pick, though. So his passer rating at 75.1. Flacco's at 59. Not very good. Yeah. All right, Chase Brown, 4 carries, 24 yards. P. Ryan, 2 for 4. Chase, 1 for -3 on the ground. The Packers, 10 for 33 on the ground. No, pardon me, this is Josh Jacobs with a touchdown. So, yeah, that's the only touchdown of the game. Love, 4 for 18 on the ground. Golden, 2 for 16. Emmanuel Wilson, 3 for 11. Savion Williams, 1 for 3. And Chris Brooks, 1 for 1. If we lose today, I'm good. Gotta give Flacco a chance to get centered with the team. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Again, he's only been with the team for a few days. So, yeah, I mean, it just wasn't working with Browning. Browning, of course, was good a few years ago, but just not good here in 2025. All right, T. Higgins for the Bengals, 1 catch, 14 yards. Jamar Chase, 2 for 14. Fant is 1 for 9. Iosivas is 1 for 5. Hudson, 2 for 0 yards. Sample, 1 catch, -2 yards. For the Packers, Golden, 2 for 55, pardon me. Jacobs is 4 for 48. Kraft is 1 for 24. Dobbs is 2 for 20. Wicks, 2 for 15. And Emmanuel Wilson, 1 for -4 on the day. As far as defensive stats, not really much for the Bengals. The Bengals here, Osai has a tackle for a loss. Taylor Britt has a tackle for a loss. And Turner, the third, has a tackle for a loss. Turner also has 4 pass deflections. He has been very good. That is amazing. Stone with 1 as well. Of course, Stone also has a pick. And then for the Packers, 3 tackles for a loss. 1 of them by Bullard, 1 of them by Cooper, 1 of them by Nixon. So that is pretty much it for the stats. Again, the Bengals are 2-3, looking to just try to keep it, try to stay alive here. Again, 2-4. This isn't the end of the road, but it definitely is a killer. And of course, the Packers looking to get back on track. Again, if you're a Packers fan, tune in. Believe it or not, they are 2-0 when I call a game. 0-1-1 when I don't. I'm not saying I'm a lucky charm. I'm just saying what I just said. They're 2-0 when I call games, and they don't win when I don't. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say. Feel free again to comment down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. And again, if you haven't already subbed, make sure to do so. And again, I'm sure that's already annoying. But again, I got to promote myself because no one else will promote me. So I got to promote myself. But folks, we are a growing channel. So again, make sure to like and subscribe as we've hit 1,100 subs in the last 10 weeks. A little less than 10 weeks, but we're just going to round up. So, yeah, again, we are growing and moving up. About 5 minutes until halftime has ended. And, yeah, I went too fast. I don't know. I don't know what else to say, unfortunately. Let's see here. Maybe some scoring updates on the other games. There's really no other sports happening today. The Niners are driving. They are at the Buccaneers 37. I don't know. I guess I can look at that game. I can probably call the end of that game maybe, or no, maybe I can't. Let me see if I can. I'll call the end of that one. Why not? The end of the second half, just to keep something going. All right, I can tell you that the Niners are driving They are at the 24. It's 20-13. The Buccaneers leading, of course, with the Niners with a chance to get some more points. They don't have any timeouts, so if Mac Jones tries to do something, it better be out of bounds or towards the end zone. Jones is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Jones drops back, steps up, fires to the end zone. That is way out of bounds, incomplete. Nothing doing there for Mac Jones. And it looks like they're going to bring on the field goal unit. Okay. So it looks like it'll be 16-20 there in Tampa Bay. See here. Yep, and that's pretty much it. And again, I do apologize. I don't really have much. I'm not much of a content guy during halftime. I have no idea still. I'm still working out what to really do or say or whatnot. Were there any games today that you guys were surprised at the results of? I don't know. For me, again, I would say the Panthers-Cowboys was kind of a shocker. That was definitely a shock to me. Everything else I think I could have seen coming. Colts over the Cardinals, Chargers over the Dolphins, Patriots over the Saints, Panthers again over the Cowboys. I'm shocked by that. Seahawks over the Jags, Rams over the Ravens. And despite that, I am 6-3 in my picks. I picked the Dolphins to upset the Chargers. Was wrong there. Right now, trending in the right direction. Pick the Raiders over the Titans. Who are you rooting to make the World Series? Pulling for the Brewers. Brewers and the probably the Blue Jays. Yeah. Brewers and the Blue Jays. I'm not a fan of the Dodgers. I do not like them. And then I don't really have anything wrong with nothing against the Mariners. I just would prefer the Blue Jays. But yeah, trending right in all 3 afternoon games. So right now 6-3. Hopefully that stays put, and then I'll be 9-3. And the Pigskin Pick'em. 55-31 on the year. That's not too shabby. It's better than 85% of people, but I still want to be a little bit better than that. Still want to be a little bit better than that. Still about 2 minutes away from halftime. As, we're just getting wrecked here. Again, I don't know what else to say. How about you, John? Who do you guys want? Oh, man. In about 2.5 hours, I still got another game. Jeez, it's a lot. I don't know how people do it, but people do it. They go and they do 4 streams. They just talk for 12 hours. John pulling for the Mariners. Oh, wow. What about in the NL? The Brewers, I'm assuming? Or do you want a West Coast World Series? Wouldn't that be something? Doesn't matter to me as long as the Brewers are in it. Yep, that would make sense. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Brewers Blue Jays would be a pretty good series. Blue Jays, they are a very good offense. And the Brewers, of course, they will small ball you to death. They really do. They're very good. Very good indeed. As we're about a minute away from halftime ending, which is always good news for us because, again, I don't really know what to do during halftime. About 30 more seconds, folks. Brew Crew. Okay, John going with the Brew Crew. Cincinnati will receive the opening or the second half kickoff. You know, again, they'll have another opportunity to make it a one-score game. So there's that. You know, of course, again, they look good at the end of the second half. But again, you know, it's the 2-minute drill. Most teams tend to look good in those situations. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out. Sorry, folks. Again, I'm just not good at halftime. Kevin Harlan, though, on the call, folks. So, again, if you didn't have the channel, I'm sorry. But, yeah, Kevin Harlan, one of the best. One of the best ever. Definitely going to be sad whenever he hangs it up. He is a great play-by-play guy. Iron Eagle, really good as well. Jim Nantz is also solid. I don't know if he's number one, though, on CBS, but they give him the number one games. As there's the kickoff. Fielded at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20, 25, 30. Bounces outside. He's at the 35 and pushed out of bounds at the 37. And that's going to be a flag. Yeah, no, that was a late hit. That was just dumb. Packers better watch it. Oh, that's not a personal foul. Well, never mind. It's a holding call on the Bengals. I'm surprised that wasn't against the Packers. There's a late hit, but nothing doing. So that will bring it back to the 22. That's a killer. I'm watching the Brewers celebration from last night, and there's so much alcohol. Oh, yeah, I bet. All right, 1st and 10 for the Bengals as Flacco is under center. Brown is in the backfield. Two receivers to the left, one receiver to the right. Flacco, it's a toss to Brown. Brown cuts inside, and he's crossing the 25 and brought down at the 27. That's a gain of 5 for Chase Brown and the Bengals. Again, it's just not been good for the Bengals. They only had 65 yards in the first half. The Packers with 240. The good thing is that it's only 10-0. So, I mean, again, the Bengals very much still in this game, despite the lackluster performance in the first half. 2nd and 6 ball at the 26. Flacco in the shotgun. Flacco, it's a toss to Brown. Brown cuts inside, lowering the shoulder. He's at the 30. And then, of course, he's going to be driven backwards. And Brown's asking, like, hey, man, they kept on pushing me after the play. And the Packers better watch it. Flacco Jimenez. I don't know what that is. Jacob, yo, how's it going? Good to see you, Jacob. What a win. I know, right? It was a good win for the Steelers. 3rd and 1. Flacco is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. P. Ryan is in the backfield. Hands it off to P. Ryan up the middle, and he's going to get second effort from the lineman. And he crosses the first down marker. That's a gain of 2 and a brand new set of downs for the Bengals. Initially, it wasn't going to be that case, as, again, just a nice effort there. Who was that pushed him forward? Who was that? That was Rivers or something like that. Number 74, the Bengals, pretty much keeping the drive alive. Thank you. I'm so happy you found your channel. I'll be here next week with you. We are about 3 hours from home. Awesome. Again, drive safe. But yes, I appreciate that. That is awesome. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is caught by Chase. It was an out route there. It's a gain of 12 and a brand new set of downs for the Bengals. We play the Bengals on Thursday. Yep, yeah, we got the Cincinnati Bengals Thursday night. I can't remember if it's in Cincy or not. Hopefully you get home safe. Yeah, no, yeah. Well, again, we all wish you safe journeys, Miss Ronita. 1st and 10 at the 45. Flacco under center. Flacco, play action. Heavy pressure, checks it down. It's caught by Chase at the 50 and brought down at the 49. That's a gain of 6, but there is a penalty marker on the play. Brad Allen, the referee. He's kind of a suspect referee, I'll be honest with you. Looks like it's going to be illegal contact on the Packers. He's definitely been involved in some big calls that have went in controversial ways. That's all I'll say. Definitely do some research if you're interested on Brad Allen. So that's an automatic first down, as again there was illegal contact. Not too sure, they didn't show the penalty. So Flacco is under center, ball at the 50. Sending a man in motion. Iosivas on the move, hands it off to P. Ryan up the middle. Dancing is P. Ryan as he's at the 45 and brought down at the 44. Nice run by P. Ryan. Just doing what he can to move it forward. That's a gain of 6. Most of the refs are suspect. Yeah, that's fair. Completely fair. But Brad Allen, he's the one I'm like, man, when I see him, I'm like, man, what are you up to, man? What are you up to? Brad Allen. I do not like Brad Allen. If I see him in a Steelers game, it's pretty much a loss for the Steelers. 2nd and 4, ball at the 44. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Flacco drops back. Heavy pressure, fires. It is in and out of the hands of Higgins. Incomplete. Nixon on the coverage. He's been pretty good this year. So 3rd and 4 coming up for the Bengals. They just need to get to the 40 to keep the drive moving. Flacco is in the shotgun. Trips to the left to 1 receiver to the right. Flacco drops back. Heavy pressure, fires. It is caught by Higgins over the middle. And he's immediately brought down, but he will have the first down. First down, Bengals. They're moving. They're at the Packers 35. It was just a slant route. Higgins just getting inside leverage. First and 10 for the Bengals. Flacco is in the pistol. Receiver to the left. 3 receivers to the right. Flacco. Play action. Moving to his right. Fires. It is dropped by Iosivas. He was just right there, but I don't know what happened. He just couldn't make the catch. We always get duked by the refs. They get on my nerves. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Bengals, they've been on the opposite end of some calls as well. They have been. Of course, I mean, again, this is a Steeler fan in me. I don't know. I feel like you guys definitely play dirty, so definitely not shocking. That's all I'll say there. 2nd and 10, ball at the 35. In the shotgun is Flacco. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Hands it off to Brown up the middle. He's fighting forward, still moving. He's at the 30. The pile is pushing him forward as he's brought down at the 26. Oh, what great effort by Chase Brown and the Bengals O-line to push him forward and make it 3rd and short. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Bengals. That was very nice. Now, Chris earlier said that this was giving him Packers-Browns vibes. I don't really know how the second half went, but I don't know. If this is how it went, Chris, well, this is unfortunate. All right, hands it off up the middle to P. Ryan, trying to extend. I think he's got it. He's going to be driven backwards, but I think he already reached the line to gain, as that is going to be a brand new set of downs for the Bengals. You can't stand Brad? Yeah, I'm telling you, Brad Allen is no bueno. So 1st and 10, ball at the Green Bay 25. Flacco under center, sending a man in motion. Flacco, quick pass to Chase. He's at the 20 and walks out of bounds at the 19. Chase is asking for the face mask. No call. Bengals with a great drive. I mean, geez, of course they had the great return. That was nullified by the holding call, but the Bengals have just been, I mean, they've had the ball so far the entire third quarter. Of course, again, it's first possession. So 2nd and 4 ball at the 19. Bengals averaging 57 yards rushing per game this season. Today they have 52. As Flacco takes the snap, looking to his left, now to his right, and now there's whistles being blown everywhere as Parsons is on the ground. So I don't know what's going on here. Neutral zone infraction. Defense. That's on Parsons. Oh, yeah, I don't like that. I don't know why they wouldn't let it continue on there, but it is what it is. It's going to be a brand new set of downs for the Bengals. So 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Love football. I love it too. Football is my thing. That's my number one. That is my number one sport. Flacco is in the shotgun. Trips to the right. I'll make it 2 receivers to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Chase in motion. Flacco drops back. Looking over the middle. It is caught. No, it's dropped again by Iosivas. That's his 2nd drop of this drive. And, yeah, he's had a rough game. Yeah, that would have been at least a gain of 5 there, but nothing doing. So 2nd and 10 at the 14. Flacco in the shotgun. Flacco drops back, looking to his left, fires over the middle. It's caught by Higgins at the 3, extending, and he's down at the 1. The Bengals are knocking on the doorstep. 13-yard dart by Flacco, and the Bengals are hurrying it up. Flacco. Oh, no, there's a false start. Oh, man, the tight end just literally lost his balance. Oh, that's a killer. When defense is in the neutral zone and offensive lineman moves right after they call the penalty. I heard that explanation last week. I don't like that, though. That's dumb. I still think they should call it because it's just like offsides. Google says Steelers have lost 13 of 17 with Brad Allen. There you go, Billy, right there. I'm telling you. I don't know what it is. It's like I just know the Steelers are going to lose. Like some shady stuff, some terrible calls are going to be made. 1st and goal at the 6. Flacco gets the snap, but there's more whistles being blown. And I can't hear, I don't know if Allen, they're having some technical issues, but I can't hear anything this guy's saying. It's actually good because I don't care what he says, but he is the ref. So I have to, unfortunately. So it looks like Higgins has been pointed like, hey, he might have a concussion or something, which is interesting. I think the Packers-Browns game was 10-7 at one. Oh, Chris, oh no. Like I said, folks, I mean, I thought, and I picked the Packers, and I'm going against my rule of not picking picking teams here, but I said I think it's going to be a one-score game today. 1st and goal at the 6. Flacco in the shotgun. Flacco hands it off to Brown. Dancing, fighting forward, and he's not going to get much. That's a gain of 2 by Chase Brown. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 4. This drive has lasted a good bit. Again, this is the only possession so far this half, as we're approaching the 6.5 minute point on the clock. 2nd and goal at the 4. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Flacco takes the snap, looking to his left. Heavy pressure, and down he goes. Sack. Lucas Van Ness in on the sack. That's a loss of 6. Need a chase touchdown here for fantasy purposes. Ooh. A turnover would be awesome. Oh, I bet it would. Who you got in Seattle Blue Jays series? I got Seattle. I got the Blue Jays, Jacob. I'm pulling for Seattle. Or pardon me, I'm pulling for Toronto. All right, it's 3rd and goal at the 10. The clock at 5:40 and counting. And it looks like Flacco is going to ask, and he will be granted for a timeout. All right, well, the Packers leading 10-0 over the Bengals. The Bengals have shortened this game as they've taken almost 9 minutes off the clock here in the opening drive. So this would be a devastating, I think, for the Bengals if they're not able to punch it in. Of course, I'm sure they'll take the field goal, but, I mean, the fact that this drive has been very efficient, very good, oh, that'd be such a devastating result. Of course, folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you like what you hear. Again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the style that I offer, which is more of the traditional radio style, definitely like and subscribe to the channel. It's a growing channel, folks. Don't miss out and subscribe today. It's free. Flacco's in the shotgun, trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Flacco takes a snap, looking over. It's caught at the 5, fighting forward at the 2, and that's where it's going to be brought down. That was Tanner Hudson on the catch. Only a gain of 8, and the Bengals are going to stay on the field. This would make it a one-score game if they went ahead and kicked the field goal, but geez, they are staying aggressive. You don't think the Badgers football team will win another game? They don't look good. They don't look good. I'll be honest. I've seen better. 4th and goal. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. They need 2 yards. Can they get it? Flacco takes the snap, looking. Heavy pressure, fires. It is caught! Touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals! Hudson was in the back of the end zone by himself. What a throw by Flacco. Heavy pressure. And again, he just delivered as the Bengals do a Lambeau leap in Lambeau. Holding defense. That penalty is declined. And the Bengals are on the board. Pending the extra point, of course. But it should be a 7-10. This is infuriating. Packers are not a good team right now. That's a tough one, man. I mean, the defense, I think, has played fine. I mean, they played pretty good. I mean, they've only allowed 7 points. So the problem is the Packers' offense. I mean, they only have 10 points after all those yards. I think I may have mentioned that in the Lions game as well. They had a lot of yards, but they weren't putting up points when you thought they would. The snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. And the Bengals cut the lead to 3 with 4:46 left to go here in the third quarter. What a throw, what a catch. What a drive. Packers 10, Bengals 7. The Packers have no offense. Is this a result of sideline play calling? The quarterback, their receivers, sorry, just... No, you're good, Peter. That's fair. I mean, like I said, I think the Packers defense playing fine. The offense, for some reason... despite the yards, and again, I've covered the Packers, now this is my 3rd time. Even in the Lions game, they dominated the Lions, and I feel like the Packers could have even scored even more. And I can't remember the score of the Packers Redskins game off the top of my head, to be honest with you. I can try to click on it. 27-18. I think that was also domination, and then the commies kind of made it look a lot closer than it should have been. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Love is 12 for 17, 158 in a pick. Now, he did throw a boneheaded pick. But other than that, I thought he's looked fine. I don't know. It's interesting, but it is a lot of bad offense. A lot of bad offensive line play, Peter. Yeah, I would agree. I don't know. The Lions played okay. I don't know if it's bad. I would say it's okay. I don't know, there's something wrong with the Packers. They got to fix it, though. They got to fix it. 27-17. Oh, the Lions game. Yeah, Lions. Yeah, it was closer than I thought. I mean, I thought the Packers should have blown them out. It really felt like that. But anyway, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying today's broadcast. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, if you like what you see, well, probably not what you see, but again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It is definitely helpful, of course, to my channel, but also you get more sports content on your YouTube feed. This is what I do. I call games. It's not the typical watch party where oh my gosh, want to play, blah, 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 and then, you don't tell anything what happened. Oh, wow, what a touchdown. Again, I actually do the play-by-play, trying to give you as specific detail as I can. So if that sounds good to you, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. I cover the NFL, college football, and Major League Baseball. Of course, again, if you're a Packers fan, you're probably a Brewers fan. I've been doing the Brewers for the last 2 months. Did you know that? You probably didn't. There you go, sub. Again, I'll be doing, I can guarantee the first 2 games of the Brewers and the Dodgers series, Monday night and Tuesday night. Here is the kickoff. The Packers receive the ball at the 3s, at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, 30, and lowers the shoulder out of bounds at the 34. And, of course, again, to the Bengals fans here, I'm going to see you very soon. On Thursday night, the Steelers play the Bengals. So, again, if you're looking for a play-by-play guy there, I got you covered. And, again, you never know when you're called into work. You never know when your wife says you're going to do a lot of chores tonight and you're not going to watch the game. You don't have to go without the game. I got you covered. I got you covered. I got the game for you. 1st and 10 at the 34. Love in the shotgun. Love hands it off. He's at the 30, at the 35. Oh, man, he took a shot there at the end. That was a gain of about 2. Trying to see who the number was there. That was Melton. No, that wasn't Melton. No, that is Melton. Bo Melton. Took a shot there. Geez, That was a huge tackle. Geno Stone. Showing he's made of stone on that tackle. I mean, that was just a big hit. All right, 2nd and 7. Ball at the 37. Love in the shotgun. He's by himself. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Tight end in tight. Love drops back. Looking to his left. Fires on the middle. It's caught by Dobbs at the 44. I believe that's going to give him a brand new set of downs for the Packers. How's it going? It's going, Athletic. How's it going, man? Just hanging out, calling this Packers-Bengals game. 10-7. Pretty good game so far. So brand new set of downs for the Packers. 1st and 10 at the 45 of Green Bay. Flacco is in. Love is in the shotgun. Love hands it off up the middle to Jacobs. Jacobs breaks the tackle at the 50. Stumbling forward at the 45. Brought down at the 44. That's a gain of 11. Nice run of Jacobs. Jacobs now averaging 4 yards a carry. So, yeah, I will say on the run blocking, yes, it has been a problem there, Chris. But, yeah, the pass blocking I felt has been pretty good. But yeah, definitely, again, I think that's his longest run of the day. And he's only averaging 4 yards a carry. So that is a problem. So 1st and 10 as the Packers are at the Bengals 44. Love is under center. Hands it off to Jacobs up the middle. And again, not really much happening as that's a gain of 3 as he's tackled at the 41. Only the second possession of this quarter, believe it or not. And we're already at 2:25 left to go. Again, the Bengals just had a great opening drive to the second half, marching down the field, taking almost 9 minutes off the clock. They may have taken over 9 minutes. I just can't recall. 2nd and 7, ball at the 41, going right to left on your YouTube screen. Setting a man in motion. Love Takes the snap, looking to his right, fires. It's caught at the 42. Makes a guy miss at the 35. Brought down at the 29. That is Romeo Doubs, pointing to a first down. Just getting Doubs into the open space, making some guys miss. So 1st and 10 for the Packers as they're driving now. Of course, much more quickly than the Bengals, but hey, it is what it is. Love in the pistol. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Love drops back, looking, and he's caught at the 24, brought down at the 22. That is Luke Musgrave on the catch. About darn time we got to you. Yep. That was good. It was a great drive. It was a great drive. I think you might be a little bit behind there, Ronita, if I had to guess. 2nd and 3. Ball at the 22. Love in the shotgun. Love hands it off up the middle. Jacobs got some space at the 20 and brought down around the 17-yard line. That's a nice carry for Jacobs and a brand new set of downs for the Packers. So 1st and 10 for the Packers. They may take this down. The game clock is at 16. The play clock is at, it's 4 seconds behind. Love is in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Love takes the snap, hands it off to Jacobs up the middle, fighting forward at the 15, brought down at the 14, and that's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. The Packers leading 10-7 over the Bengals. It's a close one. It is a close one indeed. Raiders are up 17-3. You haven't checked over what's happening, of course. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, make sure to definitely like and subscribe if you're a fan of the play-by-play I offer. Again, I try to do that traditional style of radio broadcast. But, yeah, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. It's a fast-growing channel, folks. 1,100 subs in the last 9 weeks. So definitely subscribe to the channel and join a very fast growing channel. Checking over some scores from across the NFL. Again, some other games happening right now. Pardon me. The Raiders, again, leading 17-3 over the Titans. They are in the fourth quarter. We are, of course, just now entering the fourth quarter here. 10-7 Packers over the Bengals. The Buccaneers, Niners. That is a good one. Rhino, good to see you. Good to see you. Bengals can actually win this. I think so. I mean, hey, they're in it, but the Packers, of course, are driving. They are looking to pretty much kind of kill all the hope for the Bengals fans and the Bengals players. The Buccaneers and Niners, 20-19. That one is a good one. The Buccaneers again just looking to hang on, pretty much. Again, I would say, be the favorites in that one, but the Niners, they just keep winning. Of course, they defeated the Rams on Thursday Night Football, so that is happening over there. Broncos Jets, of course, happened earlier today. The Broncos defeated the Jets 13-11. Colts over the Cardinals 31-27. Chargers 29, Dolphins 27, Patriots 25, Saints 19. Panthers 30, Cowboys 27, the Seahawks 20, Jaguars 12, Rams 17, Rams 17, Ravens 3. So that is, and of course the Steelers defeated the Browns 23-9. I keep leaving that one out. So pretty happy with the Steelers. They are now 4-1. So that is always good. But yes, folks, make sure again to head over to Rising Rhino. Definitely check him out for more play-by-play with Rising Rhino. All right, we're back here in Green Bay. Again, the Packers, they're driving. They are driving and looking pretty good as they're ahead 10-7 as we begin the fourth quarter. Love under center. Love Hands it off to Jacobs up the middle. He's at the 10, the 5, and he's in. What in the world? Touchdown. Green Bay Packers. Just first play right up the middle. Was dragging some Bengals defenders with them. And the Packers once again go up by 2 scores. Just right up the middle. Jacobs with the touchdown. Didn't Jacob say he needed a rushing touchdown? No, he needed a chase touchdown. That's right. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. The Packers now up 17-7 over the Bengals with 14:56 left to go here in this one. Feel a little bit better? Oh, I bet. I bet you do. Yeah, that one. Yeah, just right up the middle. There was no one there. I don't know if the Bengals knew they were supposed to play defense on that one, but it didn't look like it. But yeah, once again, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Again, we are a growing channel, folks. So, yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel. Again, over 1,100 subs in the last 9 weeks. So, again, we are a channel on the rise. Of course, feel free to comment down below. Talk about whatever you'd like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. So, yeah, definitely do that. As well, I do have a poll up. Feel free to vote in that. Who do you think is going to win today? The Packers, of course, leading 67% to the Bengals, 33%. But right now, though, it is trending to be a Packers win. Go Pack Go is what Mike says. Nate, there's my Bengals. Yeah, Nate. I was wondering why we were holding on our own. Yeah, sorry, Nate. I'm sorry, man. It'll get better, I'm sure. I'm sure it will. But yes, folks, make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. I'm going to go ahead and type it in the chat here. Like and sub. Like and sub, it's free. But yeah, and of course tomorrow, what am I doing? Tomorrow I'm doing the Packers. I'm doing the Brewers and the Dodgers game 1 of the NLCS. And tonight I'm doing game 4. Yes, you heard it correctly. 4th game of the day, Lions and the Chiefs tonight. So yeah, that's a lot happening here. A lot happening on the channel. Steelers may actually go 9-8 and win the division. I don't know about 9-8. I think we'll probably be a little bit more than that, Nate. But yeah, no, I mean the Bengals, the AFC North, it's not looking too great. Not looking too great. As there is the kickoff. Fielded at the 3s, at the 10, the 15, the 20. Reverses field, cuts it inside and brought down at the 23. Jones on the return, a little shaken up there. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Bengals. Again, they're getting the ball at their own 23. They'll have to, again, do what they can to keep this a one-score game or make this a one-score game yet again. In the shotgun is Flacco, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Flacco drops back, looking, fires down the right side. It is caught by Chase somehow at the 40 and brought down at the 42. What in the world? That was amazing. I'll give you all 10-7. Tomlin stops carrying after. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, that was a great catch by Chase. Nixon on the coverage. Of course, Nixon, again, didn't do anything wrong. That was just an amazing catch. Unbelievable. All right, 1st and 10 at the 41. Flacco under center. Flacco tosses to Brown. Brown trying to find something, but he can only find a pack of Packers. As he's still on his feet, but he's going to be whistled down. That's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. Best receiver in football? It's pretty good. I don't know. I have to think about it. All right, 2nd and 11 for the Bengals. They're at their own 40. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Flacco jumps back, looking over. It's caught by Chase at the 45, immediately brought down. But, of course, that is a gain of 5. Makes it 3rd and 6 for the Bengals. Again, it's really been a one-sided game, folks, especially in the first half. Here in the second half, I'll say the Bengals looking a little bit better. This is only the second possession the Bengals have had. 3rd and 6, they need to get to the other 49 for a brand new set of downs. Flacco in the shotgun, drops back, fires, and it is caught by Higgins. He's just trying to get out of bounds, and he does at the 48. And, of course, again, that's a brand new set of downs for the Bengals. Flacco, again, getting beat up. What a catch by Higgins. All right, 1st and 10 for the Bengals. They're at the 48. Flacco in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Sending a man in motion. Flacco drops back. Steps up, fires. It's caught at the 35. He's at the 30. And still on his feet and brought down at the 20. What are they going to mark it? 28, 29-yard line. Let's do trivia next. Yeah, okay, I have to think about that. Baker drops back in. This is a scoring update. Baker just launching it down the middle, and there it is. Touchdown, Buccaneers, and they lead 27-19. Wow. All right, 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Again, they're inside the 30. They're at the 29. Flacco in the shotgun. Flacco, play action. Brown with a good block. Fires, and it's going to be in the turf, incomplete. Pass intended for Sample. Cooper on the coverage. Flacco starting to get in the groove. Oh, yeah. Sample not too thrilled with himself or something there. I'm not too sure. But it is 2nd and 10 coming up for the Bengals. Flacco is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Flacco drops back, heavy pressure. It's a screen to Brown. Brown's at the 30. Cuts inside and brought down at the 27. That's a gain of about 2. And it makes it 3rd and manageable. Browns again, the Bengals again with another drive that's, I don't know, it's a little confusing. Where was this in the first half, Maybe it just took Flacco a half to get it together, but yeah, looking, again, a lot better here in the second half. 3rd and 7. They need to get to the 20. Flacco drops back, fires. It's tipped, incomplete. Off the fingertips of Iosivas. That's his 3rd drop of the day. He had it. Yeah, that is just a flat-out drop by Iosivas. He's had a terrible day, to be honest with you. 1 catch, 5 yards, 3 drops. All right, a 45-yard attempt by McPherson here from the left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good. And it's 17-10. The Packers leading over the Bengals with 10:43 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Hey, it's a 1-score game yet again. The Packers, of course, on top and looking to get the ball back. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. So, yes, make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're a sports fan. NFL, baseball, college football, doesn't really matter. That's what I do. So, again, definitely subscribe to the channel before you depart for today. And, of course, I'll be covering another game tonight. Yes, it's not over after this one. This is my third game of the day. We're going to make it number 4 at the end. The Lions and the Chiefs. We're going to be doing the Sunday night game there. As, you know, we're kind of just, I don't know, trying to make this channel into something potentially special. And it is. It is growing at a very good rate. I've already hit that 1,000 subs in the year that, you know, that is recommended. So I did 1,000 in 6 months. So we are, again, trending in a very positive direction. So, again, if you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe because, again, like I said, it is a growing channel. Yeah, it'll be big very soon for sure. Of course, feel free to chat in the comments, talk about whatever you'd like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. So, again, just talk about football, talk about whatever you'd like. I really do try to read as many comments as I can. Happening elsewhere in the NFL, the Raiders leading 20-3 over the Titans. Smith, 16 for 22, 170 and a touchdown. And, of course, in the Buccaneers game, they're still in the third quarter. Buccaneers leading 27-19 over the Niners. The Niners are driving. Pringle just subscribed. Thank you. You're a legend, Pringle. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Again, that really does help out the channel. And hopefully you enjoy it. Again, this is what I do. I do play-by-play. And again, it's the traditional style of, traditional style of a play-by-play. That radio-style announcer. Hit and miss sometimes, but, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, again, appreciate that, man. I really do. And, of course, the next football game, well, again, other than today, again, I won't be doing Monday Night Football because of the Brewers and the Dodgers. I'll be doing the Brewers and the Dodgers first 2 games for sure. After that, it just depends on when it is, really. But I'll be doing Steelers and the Bengals Thursday night. So, again, Bengals fans, I might see you sooner than later. Definitely subscribe as he fields it at the 10. He's at the 20, the 30, 35, and brought down close to the 40. And the Packers have pretty good field position as the Packers will start the ball or start the drive at their own 38. Some storylines from earlier. The Steelers bury the Browns. Rodgers 2 touchdown passes. The Colts come back late against the Cardinals. They're now 5-1. And the Chargers outlast the Dolphins. Herbert with 2 touchdown passes earlier today. Patriots stay hot. That's their 3rd straight win as they defeated the Saints 1st and 10 at the 38. Love is under center. Love fakes the handoff. Play action. Steps up. Fires. It is caught at the 50. And Dobbs almost lost the ball but recovered and is pushed out of bounds at the 47. So that's a pickup of 15 yards on the play. Dobbs now with 5 catches and 55 yards. Love doing a good job of staying in the pocket and for stepping up. We are crossing the 10-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Love, of course, and the Packers with the ball at the Cincinnati 47. Love, play action, steps up, fires, and it is incomplete, tipped away at the last second. Regardless, it's an incomplete pass. I was trying to see if it was who it was. Yeah, it was a great job. Who is that? Again, I'd like to see the replay. Give me a name there. I don't know. I'll never know. Looks like that was Turner on the coverage. 2nd and 10 for the Packers. 9:47 left to go here in this one. Love is under center. Receivers to the left, receivers to the right. Love, play action. Drops back, fires, it's caught at the 43. This is Jacob stiff-arming, trying to get away, and he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 8. That makes it 3rd and manageable. Good defense. It was. Very good defense there. The clock at 9:25 and counting. Packers, of course, with the lead, looking to go up 2 scores yet again. Love is in the pistol, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Love's now going to hurry up to the line, and he takes the snap, moving to his right. Stepping up, evading pressure, and he's going to take off and run, and he gets the first down. Brought down at the 34. That's a brand new set of downs for the Packers. Oh, that's a killer for the Bengals. Love doing a great job making 3 defenders miss. That's the second time I've seen Love shaking his head like that after a run. Probably, I don't know, just probably some miscommunication with the receivers, I guess. 1st and 10, ball at the 35. Love hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs at the 30, stiff arm at the 25, still moving at the 20, pushed out of bounds at the 19. Josh Jacobs with a nice run, gain of 16, and the Packers are in the red zone yet again. They are looking very good. First and 10 for the Packers as we're ticking under 8 minutes now. Jacobs now with 140 total yards and 2 touchdowns, sending a man in motion. Love, play action. Caught by Kraft at the 15, 10, 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. Tucker Kraft with the 19-yard catch and run, and the Packers are now back up by 2 scores. They lead 23-10 with 7:33 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Yeah, touchdown. Yeah, they are back up by 2. Kraft, yak and cheese. Oh, yeah. Looks like he is indeed in. Pending the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. And the Packers up by 14 yet again. 24-10 with 7:33 left to go. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here, folks. Make sure, again, if you haven't done so already, to like and subscribe, folks. Again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. So if you do like what you're listening to, make sure to subscribe because, again, it's a growing channel. 1,100 subs in the last 10 weeks. We are definitely moving up. And, again, I do appreciate you guys for doing so. And, of course, again, thank you for even clicking on the live stream. Again, I know there's a lot of people out there covering this game right now, including the legend himself, Tom Grassi. So, again, I do appreciate the audience that I do have. I really do mean that. It is awesome. But a super thank you for able to subscribe. Again, hopefully this appeals to you. This is what I do. Again, I call games. I call games for the NFL, college football, and, of course, MLB. And, again, it is a growing channel, and I'm definitely excited, to see that the potential of this channel. This is what's so frustrating. Their offense has the potential to be dominant, but they beat themselves so often. Yep, I know. I completely agree. Like I said, the Packers, it seems like they could be up by so much more, but they just, they just aren't. So, but also, again, feel free to comment down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. Like I said, 99% of the comments are very much enjoyable to talk to. Again, they're positive, or just, again, we're just all sports fans here hanging out. So, yeah, definitely, again, don't be shy. And if you want to, that's okay. I'm the same way in other people's streams. I don't really chat much myself. So, yeah. And, of course, again, if you're looking for a voice for Sunday Night Football, I'll be back on for the Chiefs-Lions, my 4th and final stream of the day. This will get a rest after that, so very happy about that. But and then, of course, tomorrow I'll be covering Game 1 of the NLCS between the Brewers and the Dodgers. I just got to make the thumbnail, and then it'll be up. And then same thing on Tuesday night, Brewers, Dodgers. Wednesday night, probably college football. Thursday night, Steelers, Bengals. Friday night, I am off because I'm on here 6 of the 7 days a week, as I call games for the local high school. And then Saturday, I'm back, college football, and we'll do this again. So hopefully that sounds good to you. As we're back here in Green Bay again, the Packers leading 24-10 over the Bengals. As the Packers kick things off, fielded in the end zone, he's going to go ahead and take a knee for a touchback. And apparently we're taking a commercial break. What the heck is that? That's garbage. That is actually garbage. We come back for the kickoff, and then they take us to commercial. Has Miles, Jussie Smollett, Garrett asked to be traded? I don't think he has asked for a trade. Though, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of him. On the field and off the field, not a fan. Not a fan. But, no, I mean, well, they're 1-5, so, you know, it is what it is. Also, folks, I do want to mention, again, if you are hesitant, again, I do bounce around the NFL. Like I said, I do. This is my 4th game of the day, so it's not just a Steelers channel, obviously. And believe it or not, this is my 3rd Packers game already, and the Packers are 2-0 when I call games, looking to potentially be 3-0, so maybe I'm the secret weapon here for the Packers. And, of course, the Bengals fans here, again, thank you for, again, putting up with the Steeler fan calling game. I know that could be a hassle. But, of course, like I said, the Steelers-Bengals are this Thursday night, so I will be covering that one. So, like I said, if you're looking for a game, you don't necessarily have Amazon Prime, or you're at work, whatever the reason is, I got you covered. I got you covered. And like I said, I know things are expensive now, so I totally get it. I only have it. My wife has it, so that's the only reason why I have it. Otherwise, I wouldn't. I'm trying to stretch out that runtime of the game. I know, it's ridiculous, man. This game was moving so quickly. I'm like, okay, I'll get some rest. I'll get like an hour or so. That'd be nice, but probably not. Probably not. But yeah, the Bengals, I mean, they'll be featured twice on this channel in about 4 or 5 days. But no, I don't think there's been any trade there, Raul. Bengals again, the Browns again are 1-5, so they are not going to be in the playoff picture. I don't think they'll ever be seen on the graphic, actually, when they start showing them, probably about November. All right, we're back, and I wonder if they'll run a play and then take us to commercial break again. Wouldn't that be interesting? First down, they run it for 2 yards, 2nd and 8. All right, you know what? Official timeout. They're probably telling the player, hey, I need you to get hurt. I need you to get hurt. All right, 1st and 10. Flacco is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Flacco drops back, looking to his left, fires. It's caught by Chase at the 40, and he lowers the shoulder, brought down at the 44. That's a gain of 9 for Jamar Chase. Very good stuff. 7 catches, 64 yards. I know the stats might not look like they're that impressive, but he's been very, very impressive today. Second and 1 for the Bengals. They are at the 44. Flacco in the shotgun, sending a man in motion, hands it off up the middle to Pirine, and he's going to get a couple as he's brought down at the 47-yard line. Gain of 3 and a brand new set of downs for the Bengals as we tick under 7 minutes to go. Looks like there's an injured Bengal. Packers, Steelers, 2 weeks. Yep. Very excited for that one. Packers and the Steelers. Of course, Rodgers doesn't return to Green Bay, but again, it's still against his old team. 1st and 10, ball at the 47. Flacco drops back, fires in the middle. It's caught at the 50, leaning forward, and is brought down at the 46. That is Noah Fant with the catch. Fant hurrying it up, trying to get it to an official. The Bengals are, now it seems like they're picking up the pace. Mims going to go off the field, so looks like Mims is done. And he's pretty upset. 2nd and 3. Flacco in the shotgun. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Flacco drops back, heavy pressure, fires. It is incomplete, but there could be a flag. There is a flag. Chase smiling. He loves it. Nixon also smiling. I guess he loves it too for some reason. That's going to be pass interference on Nixon. That's a spot foul and an automatic first down for the Bengals. Yeah, just wrapped him up there. It looks like it'll be at the 35. All right, 1st and 10. Flacco in the shotgun, trips left, one receiver to the right. Flacco drops back, fires, and it is caught at the 30 by Chase. Immediately pushed out of bounds. That will temporarily stop the clock, and of course they'll run it now again, 5:30 and counting. So that'll bring up 2nd and 5 at the Packers 30. They're driving it again, folks. Bengals offense looks so much better here in the second half. Definitely something to look out for again. Thursday night, Steelers-Bengals. Maybe the Bengals put it together on Thursday night. And the Steelers aren't necessarily good on Thursday night either. They can't win the last few years. 2nd and 5, ball at the 30. Flacco drops back, fires, and that is almost an amazing catch by Higgins, but unable to reel it in. Incomplete. Higgins went up for it, trying to make... Would have been an amazing catch, but nothing doing. All right, 3rd and 5. They're at the 30. Flacco is in the shotgun. They need to get to the 25 for a brand new set of downs. Flacco drops back. Heavy pressure, fires. It is caught across the 25, brought down at the 23. Chase again asking for something. And there is a flag, actually, so he maybe got the flag. But again, it's a first down regardless. Illegal use of hands to the face. Number 25, penalties declined. Result of the play is a first down. The Bengals find themselves at the Green Bay 24. Nixon immediately jamming Chase in the face for no reason. But it didn't matter. Chase still made the catch. 1st and 10, ball at the 24. Flacco in the shotgun. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle. Dumps it off to Brown. Brown fighting forward at the 20 and brought down at the 19. That was a horrible penalty. Just gave it because he asked for it. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, regardless, though, he made the catch. But I get what you're saying. It's the principle. Chase and Valentine fighting as Flacco moving to his right, fires, and that's going to be way out of bounds, incomplete. They're showing a replay of a play and then forgot to show the actual game. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Bengals here. Didn't matter, but it didn't look like he hit his head. I could be wrong. Oh, to me, I thought it did hit his head. But I'd have to look at it again. I probably won't, though, to be honest. 3rd and 5 for the Bengals. They're at the 19. They need to get to the 14. Packers fans rising to their feet. Flacco changing it up a little bit. Flacco's in the shotgun. They got to get this play off. And he gets the snap off. Flacco fading back, throws. It is knocked away by Valentine. Oh, he's got to watch it. He's got to watch it. He immediately pointed to Chase. No penalty. Great coverage there by Valentine, but again, immediately got in Chase's face, but then walked away. So 4th and 5, Valentine's just barking over there. He is barking. He's mad. 4th and 5. This is the ball game, folks. This is the ball game. 4th and 5. They need to get to the 14. They're at the 19. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Flacco takes a snap, but there is a penalty. No, a timeout. Packers. Dude should wait until the 4th down stop before he starts dancing. Oh, I completely agree. My favorite thing, okay, when I say favorite thing, folks, is when it's like 3rd and 17, right? And the offense gets 16 yards, and it's 4th and 1. Everyone's immediately like, you just allowed 16 yards, they're probably going to go for it, and then they get it. It's like, oh, where was this earlier? Like, I don't know. That's just my pet peeve. I don't know. And then, of course, you get an interception or a fumble, and you're down like 20 points, and let's go and run to the end zone and take a pick. Oh, yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. Getting their mojo. Oh, yeah, the Bengals looking much better here in the second half, but this is it. 4th and 5. They are at the 19. They need to get to the 14. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Flacco takes the snap, looking to his left, fires to his right. He's got it, Chase! Oh my gosh, what a catch! Touchdown, Jamar Chase, and he does the gritty. That's exactly what Valentine did, of course, to Chase after the defended pass there. Unbelievable. What a catch by Chase. Nixon was all over him. And it's now a 1-score game yet again. That was amazing. I'm not going to lie. That was one of the greatest catches I've ever seen. They immediately give up a touchdown. Exactly. Hold up the 4s, folks. We got them on 4th down. All right, they're going for 2. This is an interesting play call. As Flacco is in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Flacco drops back, looking over. Heavy pressure, fires. It's caught. The 2-point conversion is successful. And it's 24-18. The Bengals are not going away. 4:11 left to go in the 4th quarter. And the Bengals have scored 18 points here in the second half to make it a very interesting game, folks. I'm going to go make a Braunschweiger and a onion sandwich on rye. No idea what that is, but it sounds all right. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if it sounds good or not. But hey, I haven't eaten all day, so everything sounds good to me. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Again, this is a little channel, but it's growing really fast. 1,100 subscribers in 10 weeks. We are definitely moving and moving and moving. Could use your help to move even further if you'd like. That'd be great. But again, make sure to definitely subscribe. It is completely free, folks. You won't have to pay a dime. Again, if you love the NFL, college football, or MLB, this is what I do. And again, thank you for even clicking on the live stream. Like I said earlier, again, I know there's that big legendary guy covering this Packers game, of course, Tom Grossi. So, again, I really appreciate any of the support I get during a game like this. And it should be noted, I've already covered the Packers 3 times, and the Bengals, this is the first time, but very soon the Bengals will see their second time being covered on the channel. So, again, make sure to subscribe if you're a fan of those fan bases. Again, if you're a fan of any team, really, again, this is a channel for all sports. It's not just a Steelers channel, folks. Pardon me. And, of course, I'll be back later tonight in about an hour and a half, I would say, maybe an hour and 20. The Lions and the Chiefs. I'll be doing my 4th and final stream of the day. So, again, if you're looking for a voice, just want to hang out, talk sports while we call the game, definitely do it. And I say we as in the channel. I don't know why I say I'm 2 people. I am not. Why would you go for 2? I have no idea, Mike, but they got it. I definitely disagreed with the call myself. I mean, hindsight, of course, 2020, obviously great stuff there. But yeah, no, definitely would not have went for 2 in that situation. But yeah, what a game. Let's go ahead and check out what's happening across the NFL. I'm sure Raiders Titans is almost over if they aren't already over. And looks like the Raiders will be walking off the field victorious against the Titans. The Raiders will move to 2-4, and the Titans will fall to 1-5 after the Raiders defeat the Titans 20-10. Of course, again, it's 24-18 here in Green Bay. And the Buccaneers leading 27-19 over the Niners. Niners are driving. All right, there is the kickoff as we're back here in Green Bay. Fielded at the 2, he's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, 30, reversing field. Now he's at the 28, now he's at the 30, 35, brought down at the 37. Good stuff there by Savion Williams. Highlighting Joe Flacco here. What a day. Again, he's had a great second half. I mean, I cannot say enough. You might look at his stats, 25 for 40, 192. That's pretty terrible, honestly. But no, played well. Again, stats don't tell the whole story, folks. With how bad the offensive line is, I mean, he's done a great job. He really has. So good stuff, Flacco. 1st and 10 at the 38. Love is under center. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Love hands it off to Jacobs down the left side. He's at the 40 and falls at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 6 for the Packers. Actually going to give them 5 there, so 2nd and 5 coming for the Packers. Again, the Packers leading 24-18. I'm sure this was not the expected result for some of you guys. I'm sure you guys thought it would be a Packers blowout. I don't know why. I just thought I thought it would be a one-score game. And here we are. It's late now. Of course, the Packers could score and make it a 2-score game, and that could be where it ends. But I don't know. Something about this game that really just said it's going to be a lot closer than you think. Delay. So you should definitely call it. 2nd and 5, ball at the 43. Love, play action. Steps up, and Love is going down. Sack. Stone with the sack. Again, he had a pick earlier. And that's a loss on the play. Love was trying to get rid of it. He was trying to find somebody, just couldn't. He did find Stone, though, who found him. And it's going to be, again, a loss on the play. All right, 3rd and 9 for the Packers. Ball at the 39. They need to get to the 48. Love in the shotgun. Love drops back. Moving to his left. Fires, and it is caught at the 30 and walks out of bounds at the 29. Oh, that was a clutch throw, a clutch catch. And just like that, the Packers are inside Cincinnati territory. Closer game. Oh, yeah, it's a close game. Love pointing 1st down. All right, 1st and 10. Love is under center at the 29. Jacobs is in the backfield. Love hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs makes a guy miss, makes another guy miss, but he's going to be brought down after a gain of 2 as he's brought down at the 27-yard line. That should take us. Oh, no, it's not. The Bengals going to call their, is that their first or timeout? First timeout? All right, that's their first timeout. No, that's their second timeout. Never mind. So timeout Cincinnati with about 2:19 left to go. Again, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, definitely like and subscribe. It's a growing sports channel, folks. It really is. We are growing and growing and growing at a pretty good rate. Again, over 1,100 subs in the last 9 weeks. So we are, or pardon me, 10 weeks. So, again, we are definitely growing and growing and growing. Even if we lose, I can see that we still have a future. We just have to tighten the O-line. Yeah, no, the O-line honestly didn't play too bad here in the second half. They've handled the Packers' pass rush pretty well for the most part, I would say. Again, folks, I do appreciate you guys. But, yes, if you like the NFL, college football, or MLB, make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel. for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Again, I could be covering a game that you might need to know what's happening, but you don't have the channel, you're at work, or your wife is like, yeah, no, you're going to go ahead and wash those dishes before you do anything, bud. How about that laundry you haven't folded in 3 weeks? Again, I'm not going to fold your laundry, but I can call the game for you until your laundry is completed. So again, make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Score a touchdown here, leave nothing to chance. Yep. I agree, and Burrow needs to stay healthy. Yeah, Burrow's just kind of injury-prone at this point. I think we have to accept that he's going to be out for a few games every year, and I don't think it's back until December. If that. And like I said, I do appreciate you guys letting me call this game for you. Again, I know, there's Grossi, of course, covering tonight. There's others that are covering. So, again, I do appreciate the, for you just clicking on the live stream. Give me a chance to call it because, like I said, I know there's a lot of competition out there for tonight's game or this afternoon's game. And, of course, again, for tonight's game as well, featuring the Chiefs and the Lions. Showing off next week's Sunday morning game between the Jaguars and the Rams. Jaguars, of course, losing today, I think. Actually, don't remember. Yeah, they did. They lost to the Seahawks. And, of course, the Rams defeating the Ravens. All right, it's 2nd and 7. Ball at the 26. Love is under center. Love. Play action moving to his right. Love is going to take off and run, and he's going to slide at the 22, sliding inbounds. And that's going to be 3rd and about 2 coming up, and I think the Bengals going to let him take it down to the 2-minute warning. Of course, again, the Bengals still have a timeout. So 2-minute warning. Again, if you like commercials, folks, we've seen a lot here in the second half. That is pretty much it. Let's see what's happening again. I think the Raiders have just defeated the Titans, so we'll go ahead and refresh that. Yes, they have. The Buccaneers leading 27-19 over the Niners with 5:43 to go. Again, the Packers leading for us in this one at the 2-minute warning. 24-18. The Steelers defeating the Browns 23-9. I covered that one, of course, earlier today. Raiders over the Titans 20-10. Broncos over the Jets 13-11. Again, I covered that one as well today. Colts, Cardinals 31-27. Chargers 29. Dolphins 27. Patriots 25. Saints 19. Panthers over the Cowboys 30-27. Seahawks over the Jaguars 20-12. Rams over the Ravens 17-3. My pick 'em, I should be 7-3. Yep, I am 7-3 because of the Raiders' victory, trending to be 9-3 heading into tonight's game. That wouldn't be too shabby. Wouldn't be too shabby at all. Went with the favorites pretty much in the afternoon slate. Went with the Dolphins. Thought the Dolphins was upset. They were close. I got to give myself props there. Pick the Panthers over. Or pick the Cowboys over the Panthers. It is what it is. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If you're a sports fan, definitely subscribe to the channel. Again, it is a growing channel. And again, we're in commercial break, so I do apologize. Like I said, I thought I'd get an hour, but no, that's not the case at all. Because I will be calling, again, the other game tonight. Again, the Chiefs and Lions for the final game of my Sunday. And then I get to see my wife for the first time. I'm just kidding. I've seen her already. But, geez, I feel like I've been locked in this room the entire day. It is not that amazing in here. All right, we're back here for the 2-minute warning. The Packers. No, I mean, if they get a first down, it's not over because the Bengals still have that timeout, but it is still a big deal. Or you're driving. Oh, yeah, again, if you're driving, again, you can't watch the game. I got you covered. 3rd and 2, Love is under center. And it looks like the Packers, despite all the time in the world that they had during that commercial break, have decided to call a timeout and want to talk it over for another 30 seconds. I'm now anti-Packer because of that. That bothers me. I'm not actually, but that what the heck? 3rd and 2. Keep in mind, if the Packers settle for 3, they are up by 2 scores. I'm just saying, this game it's not over, but it's trending in that direction. Another commercial. Not quite. We got a CBS commercial. They're shouting themselves out. And again, I'll shout myself out again. Again, make sure to like and subscribe if you like sports, folks. If you enjoyed today's broadcast, definitely subscribe. Love is under center. As again, they just need 2 yards. They're at the 21. They need to get to the 19. Love trying to get them to draw, just to go off sides, I guess. Love, play action. Heavy pressure, fires, and that's incomplete. Incomplete. Interesting. I mean, again, it's not the end of the world here. Now, it is the end of the world if the Packers miss this field goal. That it would be a bummer for sure for the Packers. It's not a gimme here. No, you're correct. So this would be a 39-yard attempt from the right hash. This is Haversick. He's 1 for 1. He made one from 43. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. And the Packers are now up by 2 scores with 1 minute, 52 seconds left to go in this one. That is just crazy that they would do that. Allstate just informed me that I'm being... Okay. I'll do it very, very soon. Hold on, Trisk. I've just been a busy guy. Yes, I saw it, Trisk. Thank you. All right. So, again, the Packers will be kicking off to the Bengals. Again, the Bengals down by 2 scores. And I imagine, again, the Packers will be 3-1-1 after this game. Again, it's just a long process to end this game. This game really could have been over, I think, about 20 minutes ago. But commercials have kept us all here. Everyone is saying, I know that. I understand that. That's why I'm saying I'm busy. The kicker is for the Packers is the player of the game. Oh, yeah. Not a bad performance by him as he kicks it off. And that is booted into the end zone for a touchback. And that'll go to the 35-yard line. Maybe not going to get player of the day honors for that. All right, here comes Flacco. Again, pretty good second half. Again, the Bengals with 18 points here in the second half. So, yeah, I guess the Bengals have outscored the Packers here in the second half. Interesting. 1st and 10. Ball at the 35. Flacco is in the shotgun. Flacco drops back, looking to his right. It's going to check it down. It's caught. He's at the 40 and is driven backwards at the 42. That was Noah Fant. He's going to hurry up and hand it to the referee. That's what they need to do. Again, they have 1 timeout. 136, 135, 134, 133. They're at the 41. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle. Steps up, fires. It's caught by P. Ryan. He's at the 45. He's at the 50. Oh, breaks the tackle at the 45. Still moving. He's still moving his feet, and he's brought down at the 42. Good effort there by Samaje Perine. And, again, that puts them in Green Bay territory. 1st and 10. Flacco's going to stop the clock. Cars are getting held so much they do nothing about it. Oh, I haven't even noticed, to be honest with you. So that stops the clock with 1:09 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, the Packers leading 27-18. Second and 10. How many receiving yards Chase Brown got? He doesn't have much, to be honest with you. 2nd and 10. Flacco drops back. Looking. It's going to dump it off to Fant. Fant's at the 40 and brought down at the 38. Brown has 7. He is 7. I know that because he is on my fantasy team. 3rd and 6. Flacco drops back. Looking, it's going to be caught by P. Ryan. He's at the 40, trying to stay, and he can't get free, as that's going to be a loss on the play. So now it's 4th and 6 coming up, and then again, this is pretty much the ball game, folks. So yeah, sorry, Duffy. Unless you were betting the under, I guess, or if he is on your fantasy team. Looks like they're actually going to bring out McPherson. Honestly, this is the right call. This would make it a 1-score game. It's a 56-yard try, and Green Bay is going to take their final timeout. 7. I know, Duffy. I have him on my fantasy team. It's rough. It was rough. I'm thinking, well, Flacco really dumps it off to the running back a lot, so I'm thinking, yeah, no, Brown's about to pop off. Nope, that was Samaje Perine. Perine with, okay, maybe not. I thought he had a little bit more than that, but yeah, no, he didn't really dump it off to the running back a lot. I thought he would have. I was mistaken. GG's in the chat for DrDelay and Duffy. All right, this is a 56-yard attempt from the left hash. If they make it, I mean, it's not over. They could, have the onside kick. 56-yard attempt from the left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is no good. And that is your ball game. As the Packers have defeated the Bengals 27-18. Just hooked right. All right, folks. Well, that's, again, pretty much going to do it for me. They're going to kneel out the clock here. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, before you go, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Again, I'll be on in about an hour. So this is my longest break of the day. Yay me. Again, this is Game 3 of a Game 4 quadruple header. As, again, I'm covering Lions Chiefs. But, again, if you love the NFL, if you love college football, if you love the MLB, make sure to like and subscribe right now. Do it right now. It is fast and free and easy to do. And, of course, again, I'll be covering the Bengals and Steelers this Thursday night. So, again, if you're a Bengals fan looking for a home, I got you covered. So, all right, that'll do it. Again, you guys all have a great rest of your Sunday nights. Hopefully your team won. Unless, of course, they were playing my team. So that pretty much means Browns fans. I'm sorry. And I will catch you in the next one. Again, I'm going live very, very soon. Y'all catch you later. Yeah, the Packers undefeated. Yeah, the Packers are 3-0. Packers fans, I'm telling you. They're 3-0 when I call a game. What else do you want? Subscribe to the channel. Y'all have a good night. Y'all take care. I'll be back.